Just crash. I just crash right there.
Seems, I think, apart from QCK, but he does have his ults. That's not a problem. But a brawl looking to break out. Lucky the first one forward.
Oh my god.
Two. He's looking for the follow-up. He's going to get it. Attempted it, but backups arrived. Caron, Munchkin, all here. Dizzy goes out. Lucky is still buying time.
Oh my god. Big next kill, next kill.
Body's starting to drop here. Can he do any more damage?
Oh my god, they need this next kill loud.
I don't know how he's still doing this. Oh,
They got it.
lovely work from him.
Holy fuck.
crunch.
Oh shit.
Meteor, how long do you hold here?
Oh my god, texture is so close, guys. Texture is so close. Oh fuck.
A little bit curious.
Yeah, don't know what the game plan was there. Mike, did I miss something?
A little bit curious. There is a space in that, so he had a chance to at least, I don't know, take a 50-50 back up into the corner there.
Better than a 0. I mean,
because then Texture's completely caught off guard.
Yeah, that was...
Scratching my head a little bit over that one, but...
I can't even believe that I just came back and saw this round. What the fuck? Dude, how did Loud win this? I can't believe Loud just won this round.
Maybe so did Gen.G at that point.
I mean, I did touch on this initially, the plans for Gen.G, and talking back to some of these series that we saw recently, the initial plan.
I don't know. I think he just thought that they would push in or back out before that lockdown popped. So I thought, honestly, pushing in for that lockdown was risky. I would have thought he would have gotten that fight too in the 2-on-2. I see what he's going for. I cannot believe Loud held that for that long and got all the kills from there.
The 2 back-to-back for Loud with those lovely...
I can't believe it.
Wider defaults, more exploratory towards A.
They definitely over-aggressed from the 4-on-2.
The answer just then, there was,
but on the 2-on-2,
but we refocus and we look towards what we're seeing, and Gen.G's money has suffered.
Yeah, I mean, 2 Guardians and a Vandals come into this, but look at what the old cycle...
I'll talk about it more after the game, but holy fuck, that's incredible what Loud just did in that 2-on-2.
Lots of things.
Camera's off. Oh, god damn it.
Less than 2 E's ultimates on the other side. QCK, an operator back in hand once again. Gen.G happy to continue. I mean, it's 4 deep here on A site. Now going to try and make a quick decision on the back of that.
Oh. Shots.
Uh-oh. That wasn't a good idea. I'm tiny.
Les is pretty decent at this game, isn't he?
Texture going to swing on it as well. Yep.
Oh my god.
Though. They tried to play him in off it, but it looked like Loud was starting to really get that.
Gen.G collapsing here, maybe.
Seeing a little bit of that diligence.
Half by though, no biggie.
Meteor and Munchkin just trying to make anything happen, and Les is having none of it really, just free farming now.
Okay.
He's already got his ult. Oh, the moves, not gonna happen there.
One more try here. We gotta go here.
Something
to do with this. This isn't pulling. I don't know why.
Keep Gen.G in check. To say that,
why?
Still need to tie things up. Bladestorm out of the equation, but these big ultimates still available for Gen.G. Lockdown, no command, and the pit.
They are looming, right? There is that slight worry. It's just kind of hanging over the head.
I mean, yeah, I'm worried because we're already at this scoreline here.
When do they pull
the trigger? To be honest, with how Gen.G have performed, the nature of some of these round victories.
Because the cam is being used in OBS.
They were the ones really that set the precedent at the start of this map, and in my eyes
deactivate cam real quick in OBS.
Now, operators come out for QCK this time. Looking to maybe work off the back of that owl drone, clearing the space towards B. We do see there is a player tucked in by yellow, and massive rotations actually. 4 players being called back in towards B. Maybe just off the back of a lack of any audio cues, any presence towards A, maybe putting stock in this now after falling foul to those A presence.
I'm afraid if I unplug my cam right now that I'm not going to be able to activate it in OBS.
Finding less, finding Cowanzine, and they are running.
Yeah, Texture. The anchor over towards A. Sadak.
Oh, he's seen it.
Does catch a glimpse. But a crucial 1v1 here.
Ooh.
Does he go again?
Dude, Texture wanted to fight that again.
It for a second, but he thinks better of it, right? Play safe, play your life.
Oh my
The
god.
double pump.
Wait, yeah,
Spike,
Thieves
look
has
at
just
the pipe.
completely
Look at-
faked this out with that utility.
Look at that spike running. That's so good. And the lockdown.
Yeah, I'm gonna mess with
Oh,
that.
and
Nice.
sure, if Sadak
This is
feels like
devastating.
he's being a Galaxy Brain, get into middle if you feel like he could, but he's going to back up his boys.
Oh
Get
my
back towards
god,
the side.
it's
They're
a
gonna get
fucking
Valorant. They don't know
masterclass.
the level of success they've had, but they could not have asked for a better outcome, making the impossible possible. And now how deep does
Oh, fuck.
QCK go here? Oh, that's perfect. Meteor's out of there. Fair. Now,
Huge
3v3.
opener. Now they have to
Ridiculous.
waste
Buxton's
so
still
much
got
util to
one,
clear the
still got one.
site.
Not
Probably
much
use a
utility
knife to clear
outside of
all
that,
of the
though.
site.
Where do they find that success?
Yeah, no-
QCK at yellow.
No, they're just gonna
No
wall
flash
clear
to
it.
open things up here.
They kind of
This is
need
gonna
to
be a
be
dry
wall
gun
clearing
fight
it.
all the way
Yeah.
back through.
Oh man, this is a huge round too.
Here we go.
Oh,
This
here it
the
is.
time. Spots
They
him
spot
for a
him.
second. A pixel out
Oh
of place.
my
But he's
God.
worried about this future
Oh!
texture. QCK, I thought he
Dual
saw him,
stiff.
but maybe it's just a stray shot.
2-on-2.
Dewey's now getting
Oh
power
my
from
God.
right, getting pulled in, and maybe Texture going to close that gap. He's trying to. Sadak in the same sort
He's
of
taking it.
position. And now Tooheys. Oh, he's overwhelmed. Gen.G. This time is down to the wire.
Oh my god!
No way.
No shot,
I think It's a
dude.
little chaotic there because I don't think
No
the communication is clear
way.
on whether or not the diffuser's being stuck.
No, they have
No
idea if
way.
Individual players from Loud, I think, spot out.
I don't
Two
even
members of
know.
Gen.G, but
I don't even know why the cam started working again, or how it started working, or when it started working again. I don't know if you guys could see me during all that. That was insane.
.26 will get Gen.G to map point here.
Oh, wow. That is a kick to the guts for Loud, though, isn't it? Feeling winded after that one, after calling the perfect rotation.
That felt
Dude,
done.
Yeah, but Texture.
Loud have done
that's
everything they needed to.
insane.
He's going walkabouts and Sadak.
Oh my
Just missed his
god,
timing
he's not gonna get
catches. It will
detected.
Eventually show, sure, but
Sexture, bro.
That's
space gone. This scares me. This
Yeah.
Sexture.
scares me.
K3
Look
extra.
lurking, look who's waiting. Texture could be in for a
I
bad
heart
round.
extra.
Oh, man, he could get played in Balakia here as well. There is that opportunity.
this is rough because the pings are coming out. You can see on the minimap here, Nest and Pipes have been pinged.
No idea about Texture.
Oh
How
my
much-
God.
Oh
Does he keep his
my
He just hard
god.
cleared under on the wrong side.
Oh my god, they line up!
Oh!
Balakia swings into that last minute, punishing Kalanzine. This is looking like Loud is on the ropes in map one here. Opportunity dwindling. Less than two, he's gonna have to dig deep now.
Got him.
Detained. Up on Pipes here, it's less. You're
Oh.
left standing,
No
but
way.
Lakia will fall now.
They need more. That can't be enough.
The
It needs
pit
to be
is on
more.
deck,
2v3.
obviously he
Spike's
do
still
it
in
while
the hands of
KO
Tooheys,
ulted.
And let's try to control the site.
Does have the pit, but
Gnarly
obviously
offhang.
Going to remove that. Meteor will fall here. That's going to get another one.
Less is fucking.
Oh my god!
What? Dude!
Absolute
Oh my god!
needed him.
Dude, what are these plays?
And Gen.G just seemingly
Les
no
is the
awareness
greatest. He's the greatest.
That he was going to stay tucked.
He is actually the fucking GOAT. He is actually the fucking GOAT. The way he off-angled like that on that screens fight right here. Oh my god, perfect crosshair placement. Calmly tapping, bursting, like never committing to a spray.
On the line.
Holy shit.
God tier.
Gen.G to pump the brakes a little bit after a heartbreak.
He is actually the fucking
And that
final
will break
boss of
the
this
bank
game
as
when it
well.
comes to like Vandal.
Ultimate's invested. Karen's still with the pit, but I feel like Loud come out of that.
That's
gleaming.
crazy.
Definitely with the upper hand here. A pit of their own, one away from the lockdown, two
Oh.
off the Hunter's Fury as well.
What a round.
And a shot to the heart of Gen.G, who probably felt like they were closing out map one there, Lauren.
Oh man. Yeah, oh come on, you're feeling that, right? Like you, as said, you look at that mini map, you play that back in your mind, you think, how does that play out? You're putting Gen.G up there, right? Yeah, that's
Bro, you go through like all of the top level Vipers in the world. I don't know if you can think of one that would play it like that, the way Les just did, not using the pit and like he could have used it before the KO ult, is what I'm saying. And the way he angled off to screens instead of like kind of playing more passive and just waiting for the ult to come back online. Like, bro, he's just different.
nerves now.
Sadak, if he can sniff this out early on.
He's
Turret's
so
gonna go out.
different.
But yeah, Sadak immediately
They know they're up
bolting
to
away.
something.
Yeah, exactly.
You can feel it. Sadak's calls, I've got to say, have been quite nice, especially on this half. I've been liking what I've been
Sadak has turreted and alarm botted B.
Okay, a little bit of info. Not going to have the full weight behind it, but it should be enough.
That feels like masterclass status. Low-key,
Up for grabs, QCK happy to take this space away. Meteor,
it pretty much seems like Sadak just called their strat for them.
He's only got a Guardian, he's found one.
Why? Wait. I'm actually. Why is he alone up there for so long?
Loud might have dropped the ball at the final hurdle, but Meteor getting a little too ahead of himself. Still wanted to do more. 50 seconds. There's time for rotations.
Texture, the only one actually in a position to catch this. Doesn't overcommit, but it's a little bit of a fake. It's pulled Lakia. So potentially going to pull Karen as well. They spotted the cross, but Loud immediately drift back towards A. And look at the map now.
They've been conditioned to respond to this.
Are they going to clear
this? Is
this?
what Loud was doing during those string of rounds. So now it's all on Munchkin. He's trying to play ahead. This is so brave, so bold. He's going to take 1, 2. Oh, I thought a third.
That's huge, though.
But it's massive.
Wow.
The site is open, though.
Bless his
Unless still
pit.
alive, there is always going to be a chance.
And he has a pit to play with here. 1 snake bite left. 2 E's
Oh,
commits to the plant.
Plants in. First fight. He's got it. The drop down, did he spot it? It doesn't matter. 2 E's. He's there. And now just Caron. This guy has to step up. He's got to try and do something.
Dude, you gotta be joking
but
me.
so much against him. And look at the reposition.
You gotta be
from
joking
Les.
me.
So hard to find. And 2 E's going to try and play his life. But Caron takes it away. 1v1. He knows where he is. But what are you going to do
Les is
about
wrapping
it?
heaven.
Can't see it from
So
heaven.
much
That's not a
time.
good plan,
Can he
guys.
get a safe defuse here?
I don't think you can actually get an
Can
angle
he
on this.
spam it? Can he stop this? Because Caron ain't
man.
stopping. He's going.
No
It's
way!
gonna be 13, and it is Gen.G steal away the 13th round. Heartbreak for the hero, Les having to watch that slip away.
Wow. Whoa. That's insane. That is insane that that's how this just ended. The only way to beat this guy is to just not fight him. The rookie sticks on him. What a shot by the observer. Oh my god. What a fucking map that was.
What
That
a
was
map one.
ridiculous.
Come on, this has been unbelievable. I've got to have the desk thoughts. I've got to have map 2. Let's get out of here.
That was amazing. That map was so fire. What the fuck? That was good. That was really good. Oof. Man, yeah, Tui's planted there in the cove. I would imagine there was like a lot of plant denial on default, like throughout the game. Let's see. I'm pulling it up real quick. I'm guessing there was a lot of fucking plant denial on default here. So Tui's is running up. He's gonna cove. He's pinging that he's gonna plant Gen. So they don't know if, like, you know, this rotate is right outside of this radius with, say, like these, these mollies, if this molly was still here, or even like KO, obviously, who died, which obviously he's dying really quick, but so Tui's plants there. He could have planted slightly more to the left, but honestly, like, this is such a unique scenario to have your 1v1 coming from heaven right here. Like, this is pretty common to plant here. Wow, dude. That's fucking insane. It probably was calmed. I mean, it probably was calmed. It's just Les probably took a risk in the one-on-one, thought it wouldn't be stuck like that, especially like right after his molly. Why didn't Les pit? I mean, he just probably wanted to take the ground a lot, and a lot of the times he was in disadvantageous scenarios, right? Like, so here in this round, he doesn't pit because it's a 4-on-4 right here. So he was probably planning on pitting initially, but then in this scenario from like the 4-on-3, I don't think he can pit here. Like, you know, like this is just a weird scenario to pit in, I think. He could, but you could end up in a scenario where like they counter pit, they molly, they have wingman to find you, and you just end up in this like coin flip. And I think Les would much rather dictate how and when these fights happen. So in this 2-on-3, he's hearing 2 here. And so he's like, I can take a 1 if I come through this wall. And if it's there, the 1 isn't here, then I know that there's a flank. And then everything is in front of me, and I know exactly how to play this round. And that's why he plays it like this, right? And then the round prior, he played it that way for a kind of similar reason. So you can see like from this moment, right, we're in the 2-on-4. And this is what I wanted to talk about, like, and give them like a lot of credit for, to just like chill in this zone. Oh wait, no, this isn't even the round. So this round, I was saying, like, I think a lot of Vipers in this scenario, after they get that kill, like, will immediately pit. They would immediately pit after getting that kill. But he didn't. He just kept his gun out. And the way he planted it in this this off angle at headshot level is incredible. So, like, I get why he ended up not pitting these 2 rounds.
Solo here of Gen.G and Gen helped me with some translation. Solo, congratulations on that first map win. And now up next,
Gen is probably so happy.
And at Pacific, we know that this is a map that you guys beat Paper Rex on, but it can also be 50-50 for you guys. What's your plan?
일단 첫 번째 세트 승리 축하드리고요. 이제 다음 세트가 브리즈인데 사실 젠지가 페렉을 상대로 브리즈에서 승리를 거두기도 했지만 어떻게 보면은 반반 갈 수도 있잖아요. 어떠한 계획이신가요?
저희가 조금 브리즈가 부족했던 부분이 많아서 저희가 마스터즈 오기 전에 준비를 좀 많이 해가지고 네, 조금 그런 부분에 있어서 저희가 자신이 있어서 픽을 했기 때문에 네, 자신은 있습니다. 네.
So before coming into Madrid in Pacific, we saw a lot of points where our breeze was lacking. So we tried really hard. We put in so many hours to fix those and really add on to our breeze. And I think we made the breeze stronger. So we're extremely confident. So all I can tell you is that we're feeling confident.
Ooh, well, after that map and after that, a little bit of a teaser. Cannot wait to see this one. Let's see if Gen.G can close this out.
Oh, I can't wait to see it either. Gen.G. Welcome to Masters. What a statement they made here, Mimi and Kokuka. You just can't help but love this team already.
Yeah, I mean, they played incredible. You see it in all of these reactions, just how much it meant to them. But for the squad, it really seemed like they were in control for the first part. But then the last 7 or so rounds of the game, Loud stepped up. Les was out there dropping almost 30. Sadak seemingly couldn't make a wrong call, but Gen.G still prevailed through that. Won 2 critical 1v1 rounds and pulled it off.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, for being a first map in a match here at Masters Madrid, I think it's crazy the amount of overcook and overthinking that has been going into some of these rounds. We know and expect that Gen.G was going to be a little bit more aggressive.
So, like, this round right here was the other round that I thought slight mistakes from Gen.G for sure to, like, blow the scenario they ended up in. But I thought the way Loud played this round is great. From the two alive, I think it's Sadak and Les right here. Ends up being a 2-on-5 when all is said and done. I mean, those are just trades, but still technically a 2-on-5. Like, the way they posture here, they never like kind of like get nervous about overextending and finding Lakia. Like, Les is chilling in the corner, spamming, harassing, waiting for Lakia to peek into him. Sadak is kind of just being annoying, also like throwing mollies up there, waiting for Lakia to peek into him. And then when they get in this scenario, you know, like the reason why I thought like this wasn't a terrible idea is because this lockdown, like if you actually do wait out this time and go to the end, like, and you progress when this is at 0, like by the time it's at 0, you might as well have never locked down. So a lot of the times when you see teams use a lockdown like this on Icebox, they're like progressing up like here. Like they're not doing what Loud does here, where they just fucking sit here the entire duration. Like, dude, Meteor never thought this would happen. Like ever. Like he never thought this would happen. I totally get it. Like they thought one of them would get a fight. And I don't like when you guys were like clowning on him for dying there.
Translation. Now, Coach Pew, we saw that Gen.G, that map was really, really close. So this roster is a bit of an unknown for a lot of people. So how did you guys prepare for this match?
Então, como é que vocês fizeram para preparar com esse novo roster da Gen.G?
Eles foram um time que jogaram muitos jogos na região deles, talvez o time que mais jogou no mundo no kickoff. Jogaram muitos mapas, então, por mais que eles tenham mudado na line-up, a gente tem muito material deles para estudar.
So overall, like they prepared with a lot of maps that they had, like even having like new players or not, that was not an issue for them.
Awesome. Well, let's see if Loud can make a comeback in this one.
Now they do have to make a comeback, but they've done it before. Let's not forget that this is a Loud that ended up winning a trophy at Champs, but KCORP, we don't know what they do on Breeze. What would you like to see on Breeze?
I mean, nothing too crazy. Maybe a little bit of innovation or something that they may have picked up for other reasons. And
What
I love that you
duelist?
mentioned in Champs because that is probably
What
the last
duelist
time
is
that
he
we
on
saw
chat?
them playing
I think that's
on
a
that
Jet.
It's been a very hot minute.
Is that a Jet
as we were saying
hand?
before, they have been banning this map constantly during kickoff. But we can also think that that was a strategy or maybe something that wasn't ready by the time.
Yeah, we have Aegis Select ready now, so let's take a look and see where we are going to go. And Mimi, what do you think of this?
Loud is playing the default comp. It is interesting. They've been cooking on 4 out of their 7 maps with the Phoenix Breach stuff, but I think both on
There's
Ice
the
and
Astra.
here on Breeze, that doesn't really work.
I think this
need
is different
that
though.
dive agent.
This is
Some
not.
teams try
This
to
is
be
not.
like Gen.G.
This is not
which
normally.
new, and I want to talk more about that composition because it's Meteor of all
Right?
players
Yeah.
locking in the Yoru here. It's the only flashes they have, and honestly, I really like this. Comp.
Yeah.
I love the fact that they're playing this double duelist. We
Dude,
know
this is
the
what they've been
what the
running.
Sova, what the Euro is capable of doing in this map. The support that is going to come
What the
onto
fuck?
Texture. I think that this is one of the most important duos. We know how
So what did
comfortable
they
they are
switch
also
here?
playing on that double controller. I think that
One
the way,
Shen,
especially that now that they're starting on
Shen,
the defense, after
Lakia
they're up
went
one
Sova.
map, if they have a strong start, if they manage to get those
Alright.
mind Euro games into the heads of Loud, this should be a 2-0.
This is the map.
Interesting.
Breeze, that is the
Interesting.
check map, the mid-rounding check, where it'll go into the.
I'm not gonna lie. For them to bust out the Yoru here makes me think that they're very like EMEA pilled. EMEA was huge on Yoru, and I saw a lot of Yoru on Breeze. So I think they're gonna bust out a lot of shit we saw at EMEA that was super powerful on Breeze. Mini Boo, I did like a breakdown of Mini Boo's Yoru on Breeze. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. So if we see stuff like that out of Gen.G on like the attack side where, dude, we're seeing like A plants where the Yoru's like TPing back to elbow outside B for a post, that's fucking crazy. Dude, Yoru Breeze is insane.
I like them taking this extra step by trying to get ahead on the meta and come up with not necessarily an original comp, but something different from what they've shown before.
I think it's funny because we say it's not original just based off what we say for a month. You know, it's like, it's been just a month, but
I mean, a lot of teams played this Yoru comp.
Yeah, but Breeze wasn't even in the map for sure. You know, it doesn't really, but if we go into think about how this first map went and how aggressive they were and the success that they were finding into bringing back that chaos that we have been mentioning during the day, I think that this is probably what they intend with this composition, is not only being aggressive every round, is planting the doubt in your opponent's mind that that might be happening.
Think about the implications for Loud, though. The team that has made 7 international
So,
events in a row. They've had
here you can see what I'm talking about, like off rip, right? So it's like an A postured play with Yoru sending a gate crash off barrier here. Check this out. This is what they've been cooking in like EMEA with these Yorus. They plant way forward. Way forward. And the Yoru takes this TP and is now in an insane lurk. So you're taking the site with an incredibly powerful hit with all of your players, but you get the benefit of having this lurk combined with coming back. He can come back. You have Viper post plants. You have potential lurks up. Dude, I'm telling you, like, this is insanely difficult to deal with. And if Gen.G learned from this shit, it's over. It is literally over. That playstyle is so hard to beat.
If there's one word to describe them, it has been discipline throughout their run in Pacific. They're really good at kind of doing things right.
Like, that's just one round. I'm telling you, like, the way that EMEA is using Yoru on Breeze makes it insanely difficult to play against. Like, you almost have to take risks that you don't want to take.
Exactly, but hey, this was just one map. I know that we're very surprised by the performance that we saw there at Pacific, but I think that going into the tournament, Gen.G is going to be able to learn a lot from their opponents. I think that from this Icebox...
If Miniboo doesn't see any mid, no. I'll show you exactly what he does if he doesn't see anyone mid. So here's the pistol again. You can see he took this TP, ends up fighting this Cypher here. The key thing here is he could go boom, 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 be up here on top of this lip right here, this ledge, and he sees the spike. That's why they plant way out front. But simultaneously, like, it's a good plant for the Viper lineups, the KO lineups, the Shock lineups. And obviously, if like you were to like lurk mid doors, you would be able to see the plant as well. Like, this post is ridiculously difficult to deal with.
From Heretics voted here because
I feel like you're putting some words in my mouth that I didn't really say.
All I'm gonna say is I want to run this poll again tomorrow, depending on what happens later today, and see. But I'm gonna put a pin in that because the map is ready. We are also ready to dive into Breeze and hand this over to your casters. Here's Pansy and Hyplock. Yeah, I don't really know what we're walking into, Mike, if I'm completely honest with you. We kind of theory crafted.
We're free balling right here, to be honest.
Free falling, I think, is actually the phrase.
Yeah.
But no,
Free
genuinely, because we were kind of
free ball.
Breeze was never in that conversation.
No, it isn't. And to see Gen.G now pull out a little bit of a switch up as well is a massive concern for Loud, because through all of the Phoenix and Breach and all of the, call it madness, call it overkicking, whatever, we come out here with this composition on Breeze. So that does actually bring into question whether or not it was left out here.
Here you go.
You know, what even happened?
One more instance. I think my editors have already cooked up a video, but I think they said they're going to wait a little bit to post it. But check this play out again. So here we have like the first instance of a Yoru ult, right? Really early in the round, boom. The gate crash going back. Again, he's clearing out all sight, sends clone in case there's any trips, flashes. Comes out, clears it real quick, takes the TP. We're now seeing the post again, same scenario. He's sending the second gate crash out. It's going to go along the wall and go all the way back. The Yoru's lurking up. He's currently jumping up on the ledge from the little thing in the corner. He's being super fucking annoying. And at any moment, he could take this gate crash, right? Or he could stay. And now, so the Yoru could play post from here. From here. He could go back to main. Or he could be walking up halls. It's fucking really annoying, actually.
Unfortunately, that's just the way it happens sometimes. So to have it as kind of like a maybe, that's why I'm hoping.
It's like you never really know.
It's something of a pocket pick. Is your permaban your pocket pick?
My brain hurts and I'm scared because if I'm going to be honest, you know, I'll be transparent. First time for everything in esports.
I don't think people are underestimating Gen.G at all. People are definitely not underestimating Gen.G. I think, like, the teams here, I think analysts want to see them do it against the international competition. Like, I wasn't sure if they would be comfortable, you know, like in Madrid. it's always like a question for young teams that don't have a lot of like international experience, particularly from like the Asian region, honestly, because it's a long flight. It's hard. The food is so different. It's just so hard. Like, you're playing a completely different environment than your like regional shit, which is smaller. Crowd, like the crowd isn't as big.
Which is a good thing.
You're staying in like a weird hotel here.
To actually say something to your chat for a little while, you know, get to work.
I don't know.
You can just...
There's just a lot of like external factors where I don't think people underrate them. I just think people weren't sure if they would have that level here.
Sliggy's definitely drawing something right now.
You reckon? He's on the map.
Drawing something.
Well, should be.
Let's put just a chair on the string.
All the dead footage we've got going on here. I mean, for once, they didn't pass back on camera. Usually it must be...
That
yeah.
is because of producer Kevin. We've bribed him enough, and we just
This once, we're
swearing
good.
at the camera,
We're good.
So he knows better. But no, we love producer Kevin, one of our favorites. And now you said that, there is a very high chance he'll just throw us on camera. So I'm going to sit down.
There'll be a flash of us ahead of the map starting. I do see...
The countdown's begun.
I do see a clock ticking down.
Sorry for the delay, folks. It's us. So since Mike's back, thought we'd treat you again. But roll your mind back just a moment or two ago. Map 1 was mental. 13-11. Gen.G.
I still can't believe that ending.
What an ending.
No.
This is clutch.
The lack of a Senti is very, very, very big, right? Loud historically has been great at lurking halls on Breeze. They've just made a fucking living out of it. So you see off rip, Sadak jump spotting off of that rope.
Early on, we need to see some sort of comfort from Loud because obviously there
Faking some mid control with that flash.
50-50s that
But
didn't
the
go their
Yorda's
way
just
on map
holding
one,
it.
but coming
He's
into
got the
question
sheriff
mark here
there.
on Breeze. Definitely want to see them composed and in control here.
This is Loud just posturing, right? Because they know one choke, two, then a three, then a four, and the fifth is Halls. So there's 5 chokes and no Senti. There's a hole somewhere. There's gonna be a hole.
Actually drifting out, but contact is found elsewhere.
Yeah, look how quick Les has got to this as well. He was so deep by that point. By the time they got contact, he was just by the pillar anyway. Good trade out for Munchkin, can at least keep touch somewhat on this. But again, it's not like QCK is stopping. He's really trying to take a lot of space here. Meteor and him very close by, but doesn't really make much odds. You're looking at the likes of Munchkin. You're then looking at Tui's. It's kind of, you know, the fight on the fight, but who gets the timing on each other here? And actually, looking at this, Munchkin's got a lot of room. Finally noted by Tui's. Good timing to turn. QCK not going to spot Meteor crossing and Loud.
Damn, bro.
Very comprehensive pistol there.
Never really in doubt.
Eyes on that gap, by the way.
Now able to just
That's design.
their way onto B site.
The way QCK had that
So
gap.
if we do see Gen.G toy with the idea of any purchases once again.
This is the first time this entire year Les has played anything but Viper, I believe. Pretty sure he only played Viper in kickoff. Right? Is that right?
There's 4 Loud. It's not often they ever really have to rely on those.
But hey, it's I think seeing the teams that have come
Yeah.
out to this, hey, nice. There we go.
Nice. 14 maps, all Viper so far this year.
But seeing the kind of change of the guard, right? Yes, I'd say that Loud are one of the only remaining old gods here. There's very few who've.
So again, this is what we're gonna see all half, guys. It's not gonna be an exciting half we're seeing out loud. They're gonna punish this 0 Sentinel comp. They run this shit across some of the other maps. So if there's ever a map where Sadak is gonna put on IGL masterclass, it's right here. And you can see they're absorbing all of the pushes. They're trying to figure out like, you know, like what are you guys doing across the map? Because if you're not pushing, if you don't push something, well, then that means you're going to be 1-1-1-1-1 to everywhere. And we just need to group up and do a hit, and we'll own you. So this is what they're going to do pretty much the entire half until they feel like they've conditioned Gen.G in such a way where they can change the pace.
QCK with his deep position, punish Lackey's rotation. Meteor.
Actual masterclass in progress right now.
We'll find a third from his death. There's some early progress towards it, but really much else for Gen.G really to work off of. QCK does catch a glimpse. And a 49 HP though. Did take the tag with the classic. The third on the round for him.
Outlaw wins. But still, I mean, it's just like in my mind, I don't know what I make of this yet.
No
It's
shot
still
we get
so
a
early. I'm
disaster
still waiting
class.
for it to crumble. I think map 1's left.
I can
alone.
already see
I just-
what Sadok's cooking.
I'm
And I love it.
about this game, Michael.
Yeah, I mean,
Genuinely,
already,
I don't know
like I
what
said,
to
if you look
Hall's
at this,
orb.
obviously, Breeze's surprise,
Okay.
yes, but like I said, I wasn't buying into it too much.
Hall's
but I still
orb.
would have expected Loud to come out on top on Icebox. Just seeing regionally
Really
where,
nice.
where Gen.G struggled and where you'd expect
Again,
a team like Loud
just
and what we
punishing
know of
pushes
Loud to
everywhere.
really excel at.
We're just spotting for these pushes.
I mean, Loud losing out on clutches, right? Coming down to 1v1s and then losing a map because of it.
Yeah, that doesn't feel right, but...
Are they going to clear out mid with a
Loud.
drone from elbow?
Straight up tube.
Kind of creative if so.
No subtlety to it. The Flash going to ring the dinner bell, and everyone's in response. Actually,
Ooh, they
Sadak,
pinched
the
it.
one to succeed there, taking down Meteor. That opens up
Oh
the
my
map.
god.
That causes
They
such an issue.
pinched
Munchkin now on his
Nest.
own, basically. If they can hold this, make it a problem. Texture's going to have to bail him out big here, which maybe he does. It is Texture, unless has his eyes away from the prize. Texture with the punish. Oh, yeah, but the headshot was QCK.
Good trade by
living
QCK.
through
3v3, big fight here, big
Pressure
fight here.
elsewhere.
Okay.
I'm really surprised they're
Jesus.
drifting at
Detected.
these times,
So
trying
they
to
know
find this
1A,
sort of
1B.
information or trying to take space. Karen's been noted, so it's no surprise he's here either. They know that he's going to be still around. That spike is still in
Good
spawn.
play.
This is what I
Good
mean.
play
I
with
don't
that
know what to make of
smoke.
this map. Tui
Really
is
sick play.
gonna go down, and now Sadak over one.
Wow.
What is
That smoke, dude.
what is happening?
I'll be honest, a really bizarre setup on both sides of the coin here. Gen.G.
He baited them so hard with that nebula on site. Holy
A
shit.
rifle retained, but Loud unable to really.
That was
convert
such a
it into any
bait.
sort of snowball
Oh
throw
my
round.
god.
It seemed like a very, very strange round to watch back. Some damage done, but Gen.G retain. I mean, as much as they need, Lackey's going to come into this with a Guardian, but
What a play. What a play to save them.
as you'd expect coming into round 4 here, how this started.
Hall's pushed. Both duelists.
Sadak the closest.
No jump spot. This is the first round there's been no jump spot, dude.
It just feels
Ooh.
like, okay, previous round, Loud, walk tube. This time, all right, we'll do the same.
Yeah,
Texture.
Gen.G, very quick to try and respond to it.
They might-
QCK already top mid.
I'm looking at
Karanzine
Tui's.
in.
Oh,
I was gonna say,
man.
in a
Yeah.
position to support him there, but Munchkin shuts it down.
Yeah, and I was waiting to see if Tui's actually gets played in further on this.
Damn, Kamanzine's.
Possibly, but as it
Oh.
stands, this is just scrappy fights. Meteor gonna grab that one, but that felt like a 50-50.
Not a very good round here for Loud. This is
5v3 now. Sadak less
not
than
a good
Tui's
round for
with
them.
No real foothold in
Again,
this map,
though,
losing 2 towards mid,
this is
very
weird.
little beyond it.
like, even though it's a 3-on-5, the no Senti, this is just Lurk Fest. Like, you can see how Loud's playing. Like, they're just going to be
But again, those
gapping
two
the
players
entire
in
map
individual
all
fights,
game.
You're kind of banking on Tui's finding some value.
Like, they're even
they can
cool
actually
from this
rotate.
scenario.
Oh,
Like,
Sadak's
they're
taking
fine being in
contact.
this
They'll
3-on-5.
be looking at Tui's.
There it is.
And yeah,
They've cracked it
it's
open.
lucky to go down, and now the round feels.
See?
I don't know. This is feeling like it's all
See?
about Tui's, right? Like, how much more can one man do? A great deal, apparently.
Dude, I'm telling you. Like, the way Loud is going to work the map right now is going to be fucking beautiful. And even from the 3-on-5, they can still win any of these attack rounds. And you might be like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why are they like 1-1-1ing in like the 3-on-5? It's literally because they know one of them is going to find the gap. They know how to seesaw these peaks to not overcommit. And they know when they should commit. Because it's stuff they've talked about extensively.
They don't feel as refined.
They've talked
as
about this
I was
across the other
hoping.
maps a
Definitely
lot.
Again, obviously talking about where this lies in the map pool and the overlap of these two teams.
That
No
was great
surprise,
mid-rounding.
really,
Holy
but
fuck.
you'd hope really, with this being left as an option, potential to see it, that Loud will be well equipped, and at least here with a 3-1 scoreline, they're able to keep Gen.G in check.
Whoever plays Viper for loudest Thanos, it's not even less. It's just the character. What a shot.
Yeah, I mean, Tui's just doing
Too easy
things
for
here.
Tui's.
That's very nice. I mean, that's how you basically save a round that wasn't his favorite at all. What? I think it was like Sadak who was.
I don't think
Yeah,
Gen.G gets
they
a
didn't
buy
really have
here.
control of anything outside
Yeah.
of where spawn barriers are, so
Yeah. Well, hero rifle left on Munchkin. That's it. The rest are down on Sheriff's. Light armor, I think, behind it, and Arsenal. You got Meteor's ult, but you're not gonna, bring that out now. I feel.
definitely not
Oh,
now.
wow.
No, very little chance of that, actually.
Hold that.
Clean work from QCK. And, well, we're going to see the rifle
Less died
shown
over
off
there.
So
That's not good. Losing your Cypher like that.
Positioning. Not a surprise. I mean, this has been his site the entire time. That's not going to be a you know, head turner, really. But it's going to, if anything, maybe force Loud to commit to this a little harder.
They walled farther left than most teams.
Here, but no follow-up just yet.
Most teams would wall at the
time to explore a little deeper. See the goal here for Gen.G. Still a little bit of damage on the way in. Lucky posted up close with a ghost, but yeah. As if Karanzine sends the owl drone out, going to be spotted out very quickly. Munchkin. See on the X-ray.
Munchkin should have decent timing here, actually. Yeah.
He's posted up for it.
Oh!
That timing is ridiculous.
Bro, Thieves wants to punch his fucking monitor right now. That's insane.
Now, can they get away with daylight robbery? No.
Okay.
Very well aware of the possibilities of pushing closer
just the goat.
The entrance and is
okay.
Precise towards the side
wow.
for Loud.
They're just so aware.
The only one coming in with a rifle for Gen.G this round, so he was the only one expected to do a little more, perhaps. But again, the post plant very difficult to break. Not gonna have.
Oh.
Oh my God!
Get out of it, Munchkin!
Dude!
Now. You're not meant to be doing that. You're not meant to be doing that. It's not meant to even feel that close. A valiant attempt, but it's a round for Loud regardless.
That would have been one hell of an ace, though.
My brain was in the next round. That man was trying to pop off.
Dude, he almost literally won that. QCK looks on fire right now, by the way.
How close to I mean, he wasn't far off. He was not far off.
Oh, imagine. That would have been the craziest fucking flick. Yeah. Users are like, you gotta be kidding me, man.
Loud rinse and repeat, though, Lauren.
Yeah, but look at this quick attention to middle. It's Larky who's aware. Oh, the drop of that is just perfect. Teed up for it. Caron smartly and rightly going to pressure the extremities, and he's actually going to be able to isolate the spike. That's gone down and it's in his hands, but he needs the rest of Gen.G to back him up, and then not. Less than QCK with effective trading, keeping them going in the right direction. It's going to be, again, Caron is your last
dude,
line
again,
right?
like they're just mid-rounding.
He knows where the remaining players are. They know where Sadak was because he was taken down earlier, and obviously QCK with the res. So now how do they approach this? I'm surprised that Munchkin's drifting this far away.
So now they know this guy is super close.
On the chopping block, right? Like, how does he
you know this other guy is far?
Both sides.
So what Sadaka is doing right now is he's putting immense pressure on this player. And he's hoping that it makes this player move fast. And this player run and give up their spot into QCK. But it didn't happen. And Karen got the kill onto QCK. Very well played by Karen. Because honestly, I saw exactly what Sadaka was doing. And he was trying to make a panic calm happen right here. He knew one was here and the other one was separated. And if this one person is calming that, like, oh, they're coming to get the spike, they're coming to get the spike, the other person is going to be making plays to get to it and to help and to, like, contain it. And they just didn't fall into that.
Yeah. Yeah, already what I've seen so far, Loud obviously trying
I thought Loud played that really well. I like that.
Somebody's going to constantly pressure up halls, be up towards switch, and really cause some problems on A. Potentially opening up the rest of the map for them, but well, Vakia now posted up with a Guardian.
All right, one
QCK on that very mission.
That's a bit naughty, that is. Oh, Munchkin though, so overwhelmed. Less with a quick shot. And Texture now feeling
still has the
dash.
dash.
A little bit of room that he's not safe, and you can see the response potentially as well. Meteor getting a bit closer. Lakia trying to.
I think they know someone could be an elbow right now, by the way.
Dodge here, and Karanzine was so blind, but it's too easy to punish Meteor. And middle is being won out by Loud until now. Can Texture change? He can't.
Dude.
Just a pistol.
Dude, if he didn't hit that lip, he fucking kills them all.
This quick read from him.
Yeah.
Really smart and quick adjustment. Does he expect 2Es?
Karen.
He does with 2Es.
Oh.
Snappy adjustment. Loud stretching the lead.
Third on the round for him with the Guardian. Loud coming in definitely disadvantaged there. Yeah, Gen.G maybe feeling a little rattled after that one. See some investment.
Yeah, I don't think Gen.G knows how to deal with this right now. Like a no Senti comp going against Loud, you better have like a goated IGL with a lot of rotational experience, or you better have a coach that just knows a lot about CS and rotations, like, and a lot about set plays. Because there's just so many gaps, dude. On a map like Breeze, you can do this. You can definitely get by without having a Senti, but you have to be very fucking drilled. And you have to really like mask the aggression. Because if you show the aggression in like obvious ways, the other team will just bounce off. Like, that's the hardest part about aggressing on Breeze, is like, there's so many ways to get just stuffed out of all your aggressions. Like we saw the foot cam, right? So like there's the foot cam that can like see into A main. We have like 10 seconds here. Foot cam that can see into A main. There's like the cam that can see here. There's the orb in mid, 2 orbs in mid. There's the cam elbow. There's the person hiding right here that's like jiggling both ways. Like there's just so much shit Loud's doing. There's the jump off the rope for Halls, the cam for Halls.
This game in this half specifically to be able to try and get a grip on Loud here, because Loud's starting to get quite the firm upper hand in this round.
Here they are. They're trying to force the issue places.
Guardian there, yes, for Meteor. Is Karen actively playing this? Going to play into the smoke. Yeah, there, he's dead. Yeah, there it is. This is site control.
And again, with like just absorbing the aggression. Les was back here just holding all this. He also has the cam, trip. Quick flank though from Halls.
Tough angle for QCK actually. He could be overwhelmed here, but fortunately he's got the boys by his side, and it's comfortable for Loud. Look at this.
No real threat whatsoever. Munchkin. Oh, Steery's got a trip in front of him.
Is that wall good for me? What, this wall?
We didn't see that.
The steeper Viper wall?
It's going to be a flawless coming through here. Allowed to find their 6th. Feeling very comfortable in terms of the pace.
It does some things that they're
really taking the fight to them in the majority of these rounds. I mean, the pink didn't even come through there. He was dead before the Aldroid even revealed his position.
One enemy remaining.
They're going to need to see a switch up. Maybe in this round, yeah, exactly. Ultimate's available here. Operator back in hand of Texture.
He's going for it, right? If he's willing to stick on this, he's in a bit of danger. Flash will catch, but he's going to be able to retake the angle there, and they are falling off. So now look at where they're starting to commit. Look at the difference. Look at Munchkin.
Munchkin is just charging.
Full W key.
He's going to get hurt.
They haven't turned.
They pinged it. What? They pinged it. They pinged it.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it's labored, but
they didn't think he would send it that hard. They pinged it, but they were like, "There's no way he's going to go that far."
Texture room, that's nice.
Okay, here's the aggression.
Huge. That's huge.
But you can see it's getting just absorbed out, like, and they still have this cam, right? That's holding like Halls and main. So now Loud is in a scenario where, yeah, like again, they're fucking all over the map. Like they're like, it's like a termite infection, bro. Like these motherfuckers just are everywhere. They are everywhere, and they're Gen.G have nothing to deal with it. Like they're not ready to play a no Senti comp. I really dislike their Breeze comp right now. I really dislike Gen.G Breeze comp.
Was on a mission from the get-go.
Given like how they're using it. Like if this Astra was like a Cypher, or I don't know, man, like the Jet was a Cypher.
And again, all of them trying to make these individual plays to try and maybe get something in favor, but there's no trades coming off it. There's no space going to be taken off the back of it that's favorable. They look really lost here. And maybe they don't want to hit another timeout, but they've got to do something. Look to a different site now. First time we're really seeing this B side tested. No look towards middle from Loud, so this is going to be quite all in if they continue along this path. Already mid can be taken by Gen.G, so hard to fall back.
So something you can do too, by the way, if you're ever playing a Yoru like this, you could do a hard fake on one of the sites, and the Yoru will bite. The Yoru will bite, especially on like when you've conditioned this deep. So they do a hard fake, right? Because they know they could get the Yoru TP and they can get 3 here, and they'll just go fucking hit something else. They'll lurk something else. And now there's a huge gap somewhere. So they've done like this fake at the start of the round to basically just ensure there's a gap. There's definitely a gap right now on the map. They know that.
Less punishing on the other side, though.
This is an absolute masterclass of how to abuse rotations.
There. No, I thought maybe Lackey had spotted a rifle barrel, but
Sadak, probably the.
They know one's in the site.
Down a little lower, the spam. It works.
They'll never predict this, though.
Okay, now it's getting scary because it's 20 seconds and QCK goes into bailout mode and you've got to keep going. It's 19 seconds and they've got the spike. It's Texture playing bodyguard duty, trying to keep it safe. Pressure from the left, pressure from the right. Counting going to take down Texture and his game on towards the site. Spike should go down uncontested. And what can Munchkin do now? There was a little bit of hope there. There was a heartbeat, a new lease of life, and that has been put down. Less keeps things going. Loud, fully in control here. Gen.G looking unprepared here.
Yeah, to be honest,
compared to map 1,
just getting fucking worked. Fucking worked is how you would describe this, chat. It's like actual fucking masterclass.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Lackey can only really do so much on us over here to put his duelist in, you know, an opportunity or a scenario to really find anything. But we're not even seeing Gen.G rely on that.
No.
To be honest, it
just feels so
it's
solo.
dry, individual, laboured fights across the map. And Lauda, I mean, I said it before, they're completely dissecting them.
Alton?
Oh, they'll lap it up.
Like, that is just desperation. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Cam. So they got control of this. Clearing Halt's push and door push. Sadak jumped off rope at the start. They darted this at the start. So they've made sure no one push Halls. They made sure no one push mid door. They made sure no one push.
Starting to get a little anxious about this. Munchkin. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, it's absolutely atrocious.
They're just better.
Happy about that. Again, individual fight here. And numbers starting to really favour Loud. 4 standing, make it back to 5. Texture going to catch
oh, poor Sadak.
Potentially.
Just off the res, yeah. Sadak back on his feet for a second, but immediately shut down.
I was praying it was real.
With this position, yeah, he's feeling himself. He wants to get ahead.
Ooh.
Maybe didn't need to do that. Could have been patient. Deciding he wanted to try and make a bit of a difference. Oh, going to go in now. How much of the
I think it touches the spike too.
They're going to feel the scrutiny here.
Oh, what?
Spotting a pixel out of play.
Damn.
Dead. County looking for the fault, not going to get it. Meteor with the trade, but it's a little late. But now a 2v2. Tap on the spike and the spray. Not going to get what they want here. It's still going.
Not again.
Oh, there it is. Tui's this time going to make sure it doesn't go the wrong way for them.
This is heartbreaking for Munchkin. The consideration from Loud. The null command comes through, removes the poison orb.
Loud was banning Breeze, yeah. But they looked really bad on Lotus.
On the brink of a 10-2
like,
half hit.
Honestly, their no Senti comp on Lotus is hard. It's way harder than a no Senti comp on Breeze.
Loud, pretty good on their permaban.
I gave Loud a lot of shit in that map 5 versus Sen because, quite frankly, I don't think that comp that they're trying to run on the other maps where they made it look good, I don't think it's very hard to make look good on a 3-site map like Lotus.
It's a tall order to work back from 2 rounds.
I don't think 2's enough. You know, I just don't think it is. And prove me wrong. I'd love it. Texture. Thought he might fancy a go of it there. Opted against it in the end. He's maybe going to hear some of these rotations. I think he is. So he's really quite poised in the right place.
Oh, he's going to get cleared here.
Ult from quite far away, so he is on his own. Lovely from Texture. That's what they needed.
Of course he's getting those.
Maybe there's a little bit of hope, a little bit of something. Have to see a great deal on that second half, but for now, finally seeing Loud with a disadvantage of numbers. Players in the right place as well. Spike still heading towards that A site. You can see them waiting patiently. Carry on one of them. Divide going to come in. Oh,
Oh,
County, the
fuck.
combo with that is
That was insane.
important to handle. Texture still trying to be pivotal to the outcome because Loud
Oh,
clawing
no,
this one
chat.
back. It's down to a 3v3
Oh,
now, and he's
no.
just out.
Oh,
Nice
no.
combo ladder.
Flipping this.
Oh, no.
But Meteor just
Wait.
in between the
2v2.
both fronts, tries to take a fair fight.
Oh, no.
Munchkin now just
Double mollies.
to the party.
Good molly.
Tries
Both vuln.
He might do a little bit of
Both
damage
vuln.
here if he doesn't get himself out of danger.
Oh, no. They're so low. Vulnerable. Swinging.
Is Munchkin now.
Oh, shit.
Gives them the
Okay, there's a
tiniest
chance.
margins. 3 rounds, Mike. I
There's
don't
a
know if that's
chance.
enough.
They definitely will have an easier time on attack. Definitely. Without a doubt, they'll have an easier time on attack than what we just witnessed. But that doesn't mean that they can win 10 rounds and win the game. So...
Special or much flair to Loud's gameplay.
Simplistic.
Either very simplistic.
Holy.
What you'd expect with this composition coming
That
out.
was a much
Very
needed third,
vintage,
though.
Classic, good spacing, good executes. Nice pull of rotations, but as I said, nothing that's going to change the world.
Jesus.
3 rounds.
That was a dominant IGL half by Sadak. Trying to find...
They've not played this map the entire kickoff, and Gen.G, they picked it against Mimi. Do you think they walked into a trap, perhaps?
I mean, I think they walked into the aim test map, and thus far they have not passed the aim check. Loud's players have been looking so good individually, and I mean, I think they were clearly spending some time practicing this one. They are applying the default comp, they're doing the boring stuff, but the protocols looked good. Everything you expect from this Loud squad, they were showing on first.
Yeah, exactly. And on the other side, we saw a Gen.G that was over pushing time and time again.
How
As you're
many
saying,
times
I
did
hate
Munchkin just sprint down B main like a psychopath?
Yeah, exactly. Time and time again. And the duos are so isolated one from the other. Loud had to do minimum work to get the entire map under control. I saw no apparent impact from the Euro. I don't know about you guys, but you know, in EMEA, it's a force to be reckoned with. Here, it was nowhere to be found but on the death counts.
Yeah.
So this was a question in chat, so I'll talk about it. It was like, what do I think of this wall? This Viper wall. So, I mean, the difference here would be like this wall that Loud's using versus probably like this one that you see more often, that like kind of more aligns with the corner of this pyramid. And this clip that we're in is interesting because there's a nebula here that's clouded. I think it's clouded out. There's just a nebula somewhere around it, man. It is clouded out. Okay. So it's like a really high variance type of nebula on this like low buy, because there could be someone like in this corner, there could be someone here, like in this corner, like holding some weird cringe spot where you would essentially have to like hard clear all of these little corners around the orb. And so this round 2 he ends up darting, you know, front pyramid, or I'm sorry, common scene. But with this deeper wall, if the dart was here, if someone were to like break it like in the site, you almost have like true info on like exactly where they are. Also, I think it's kind of nice the way they're lurking the map, because then if you open this door, your fights on the person coming out, you can't get like layer fought. So like the jet that's like right here that jumps on this side of the wall combined with like this player here combined with like this player here, like all swinging you and shit, it's a little bit harder for that to happen when this wall's a little bit closer. So that's like one thing I think I really like about that.
Enough rounds to see him. To be
Did I
honest,
just actually miss the pistol?
Texture looks like he TPs into sight there, but unable to really string anything together with Meteor, and Loud just absolutely dismantle them.
They just send it B? How did it end so fast?
Smiles started going on Sadak's face. He's like, yeah, we've got him.
What?
10, very early. I think this is
Not
the difference
bad.
of having tape and not having tape.
I'm going back.
to a
I'll
massive
find it.
extent.
We'll rewatch
They
it
walk
after.
into a trap. This was Loud saying, oh, did we leave our permaban open?
Oops.
Oh, I
Oops.
can't
Sorry.
believe I've done that.
Sorry. I'll do better.
And now, well.
So they're using Astra Viper to just deny a lot of info. Oh, actually, both these are Nebulas. They saved the orb.
It starts with a ghost in the hands of Meteor.
This isn't Cadian's clip. This isn't how it goes. You know, this isn't it. It's not Mirage, right? It's not. Do you believe Meteor is the one? You think he's gonna what?
No, I think they're gonna walk into Less's crosshair. Oh.
But they make it out alive.
That's on the first one.
Then what happens in the story?
I must wait a moment.
This is
Coming through this.
Followed that up. It was
Hang on,
kind of good. Like
There's
this.
a texture actually almost finding on the backside here. Cow and Zine.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like, oh man, they managed to get in.
Okay.
Gen.G an opportunity to reset at least. Texture don't jump onto that, but that's fine attack. That's down to 24 now. Unable to stabilize a little bit.
Timing for Caron as well here.
Okay.
That's not bad.
3 on 3.
Yeah, okay.
No
so
way.
If you followed up, if you committed to the bit, Michael, this could have been quite outstanding.
And they got the gravel here. This should be good, right? Holy fuck. What is that?
They're reeling with a bulldog. This has gone any other way than he expected. What a ridiculous round. And Gen.G, he can catch Lakia, that's fine. You still had to get past Karen. You still had to get past Texture. And you don't have a chance at it. Time to back away, try and keep that bulldog in hand.
Bro, I can't even believe that Lakia just jiggled that corner and right-clicked and got the kill on Less. Poor Less.
See actually what the knock-on effect of that is if... I mean, now... I don't think saved enough.
I'm so cold right now, by the way. I'm like shivering. I think it's because I didn't have like anything to eat.
Definitely the Gen.G.
Gotta be.
Hitting a little different there from range.
Oh,
yeah.
Oof.
Was that a right click? I couldn't actually see the ammo count, but it was a right click. Beautiful.
My hands in my pockets right now. I'm fucking like shivering.
Okay, one bulldog.
All right. She got that same orb there.
A couple of classics. Oh, texture.
Sick opener.
Okay, Gen.G getting fired
Flash
up here.
dart.
And they make it to
Flash
5.
dart dash.
Thieves was the danger man, and he has done damage, but takes a fair bit himself. So, yeah, Texture's just been let off the leash.
Really good taps and movement until he knew he could get the fight.
Get the game going.
Now, we did see that on Icebox as well. The first round that Gen.G actually won. We saw what Loud call a timeout at 4-2 to their advantage to try and slow down the momentum.
Oh, a walking pad would go crazy, actually, yeah.
Well, Gen.G going to try and repeat that here on Breeze. They definitely need to. A 6-round deficit soon to maybe be 5.
Texture's had a round.
Yeah.
Go on, find less.
Ace.
All right. That's how you get warmed up.
Those are the momentum builders.
All right.
Gen.G up to 5 now. Now we'll be back on a purchase here, but there won't be anything left in the bank after that. No ultimates at their disposal. Gen.G on the brink of a blade storm. Texture already taking control of this second half, and QCK unfortunately just face plants into the bricks. Able to get away from that, but for the purchase here.
Was that the first ace? I think no. We got the most insane ace ever from Life. Remember Life's ace? Dude, Life's ace was crazy. The one on Icebox?
Look, they're mapped to the good.
That shit was insane. I'm not gonna forget that. No way I'm forgetting that.
It's not scary yet. Loud still have a 5-round.
What an entry! Holy shit! What an entry!
Ripping them apart.
Oh my god!
This guy
Fucking
has been
sick!
let off the leash.
Yo!
In there, no messing about.
Yo!
Ferocious on approach, and the site's theirs.
That was clean! Oh my god!
Okay, you're saving, right?
Oh,
like,
definitely,
that
yeah.
operator's not going to be risked.
Bro, the APAC pops onto the sites are fucking awesome. The APAC pops onto the sites are so sick.
Was he actually peeking out from like?
Oh, I gotta see that again. Oh, whoops. I'm refreshing the wrong. I'm sorry. I meant to F5 my YouTube stream. I do not know why we're not insta refreshed right now. What is taking so long? Why?
How confident he was at getting in there. Like one, I was like, oh, fair play.
I believe Sadak.
I fucking
Yellow there.
I hate that the internet is still in fucking beta. Like,
Gen.G get ahead of that utility.
Hoping we can see it again here if possible.
There was obviously a stun set up here for Texture.
I clicked F5 over here because I usually have like the YouTube stream chilling like this, and when I'm ready to show you guys something or watching a replay, I'll like come over to this tab and I'll go like F5 just to like refresh it, and then I'll just back. That's what I'll do. But I guess I didn't click that, and I don't know why I didn't refresh.
Meteor on the Yoru here. We talked about maybe being
all right, so getting control of A main in many different ways. You saw right there, Viper Molly Shock. Before we saw Dart KO, or I'm sorry, Dart Yori Flash.
Spotted him on the first attempt, and a pace change completely here. Gen.G shifting gear.
Here's the gate crash we saw Miniboo use on the A hit. So that's kind of what you want to see. You want to see this, right? Like along with the lurks. I feel like that's when you were at his best.
And it worked really well, but
potentially even like there's a gate crash that goes through halls and we'll go like all the way down here if you want to be really annoying.
The next port call of at least a few of these players, 3-2 split it looks like, and there's the
here we go.
Actually, 3 players.
This will not get detected by your wall. You cannot see trips in your wall. Oh, these trips are fire, actually. These trips are fire.
Loud are sitting deep on this. They don't want to get caught, so the site will now go to Gen.G, right? Like that's just a straight exchange. So now the problem is QCK belting shot towards Texture, who has been an animal in the last couple of rounds. Can anyone else from Gen.G step up? You still have a likes of Caron here, who has been known for those clutching capabilities, but pressured out of position.
Holy shit, that util is ridiculous. Look at the triple assist.
Towards Yellow here, towards the back of sight. Gonna note the footsteps, spot the player, and the wide swing, it works to an extent. Tease up Cowanzine.
So they gotta use it.
Fury here, but certainly in terms of the clock, it doesn't feel comfortable. Cowanzine actually gonna send one out of his own. He's gonna find Munchkin. Now.
He can't even win it.
Shaking his head. Doesn't feel comfortable about committing to it.
Wow. They win
round to Loud.
the Thrifty.
Who just peel away from this so quickly. Gen.G
almost
left, wondering what to do with a free site.
And I kind of like
this kill. This is the big one.
This is lovely, but it's more how they almost held back utilities for this sort of play, right? Completely clearing their way back through perfectly, understanding that they can't hold it frontline, so play on the retake.
Well, look at the
okay, that's a ridiculous round from Loud.
We just got overwhelmed. There's nothing we can.
I mean, that's a ridiculous round coming out Loud. Like all those kills are kind of crazy.
Again, happy to concede space. We saw the same thing on Icebox as well. A good read of what Gen.G wanted to do. Much more comfortable scoreline.
Wait, where did the dart land? How did they let that triple ping? I didn't see the land location.
The first few rounds.
How did they let that triple ping?
Bladestorm, Hunter's Fury to work with. Comfortable in the purchase other than Texture, but
they've been trying to be quiet about this, patient about it. Beautiful control and a beautiful follow-up.
Great control. I didn't. Wow.
Everything they would have wanted.
Me right there, when my dash fades, like at the last second, like I'm probably panic spraying right there at that moment. Because I'm looking down, I'm looking up, I'm looking down, looking up.
Punished for it. They'll find themselves in a 3v4. I mean, Loud elsewhere. It's only really going to be Cowanzine that's going to get any audio cues here, but
that was very calm from QCK to get to.
In position to really spell out what this post plant will look like.
Again, I like how Loud are kind of using their trips here. They're not using them for like info. They're using them for like, well, they are using them for info, but they're using them for like second tier info. No, Munchkin.
Cowanzine closing in. He's going to say bye-bye, Arkia. And now Meteor having to find something, no value to be had as Munchkin now. After what was a moment possibility that slipped through his fingertips there. He's going to be kicking himself on that one.
It's a round-winning moment there for Munchkin. Just too many targets to shoot at. A little bit of a fumble, but this will be Loud on 12.
Man, don't you ever sleep on Loud again, chat. Holy fuck. So these trips, though, they're just really annoying. Like, they are kill trips. They're kill trips for the second layer of the A push, though. They're very, very hard to deal with. Unlikely to get broken, and essentially makes it so the defenders know that you're locked in to a default plan.
3 players up there.
Kind of like
what a
it.
difference that could have made. And it would have been a small lifeline, bearing in mind.
Double trips right side sight, more kill trips, where you could get kills like anywhere over on the right side of the site.
They're probably not very happy with it. Second half started off with a bang.
They're trying to make them not go B. Insta drone. Insta drone for fake pressure, and then he leaves. He just leaves. Fuck it. So if you're attacking and you see an insta drone, you're like, are they fucking pushing elbow? What are they doing here? What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they cooking?
That's about it.
Really bold. 4. He's all alone.
So holding on to the backside of Nest as well. We're almost there with Lakia jump spotting. It's trying to put Texture in a position to punish that operator. Loud, pretty well equipped for it.
Great timing on the knife. Breaks the drone.
2 at the very least, I think. And now the pressure's starting to come
Dark got
towards
2.
3, 2.
Great timing.
Goes in, gets handled though. 1-for-1 trade out. Texture still alive.
The Astra's a big find though. No secondary controller util, no grab wall. There's that kill trip I was talking about.
Good trade for Meteor, but he needs a bit more. Plant gonna come down, and they still haven't fully cleared sight yet.
Kawanzin's still here.
And that's okay, Lark. Yeah, fair enough. That's the kill you're gonna get. No
Kawanzin's have been cracking people too.
QCK's position might be unraveled. Munchkin this time should be good for it.
Munchkin will have heard that.
It's a really good offing for Munchkin, yeah.
Was baiting up here with the wall. A crucial kill for him, and it's a freebie. QCK falls. 2E's now left to try and recover.
Nice.
All right.
Seal the deal.
7-12.
On the board now.
Loud have a shit ton of money though.
Break the money. Loud able to still purchase comfortably, and actually with the pick coming online here, an opportunity for Loud to maybe counterbalance that a little bit, leave 2E's in a position to anchor here, because Gen.G have slowed things down. There's an opportunity for Loud to
They're doing the Yoru gap on the wall.
Exploring. They do have rounds to play with. Well, they're happy for, Gen.G to continue making, in their eyes, mistakes, I guess.
Are they going back to what we saw before? Or no, definitely not the same pace to what we saw, but looking to maybe deal with QCK, yeah.
Woo!
They've been noting that jump.
All right.
Mentioned just that round prior, but that has been a constant. This time punished by Texture with the operators. Not able to kind of do that same presence in middle, but look at this. On the other side of the map over by Elbow, Kawanzin going to spot one. That could actually cause a little bit of confusion almost. For Loud, do they continue to commit to being close? They're going to be both spotted, surely.
Man.
They've got to make a run for it. 2's got to get out of danger. Texture trying to close the gap a little. Kawanzin does
Yoru's flashing through.
So the backline worry should be gone. Ult going to come in and Meteor plays ahead.
Oh, no.
Big pick towards 2E's. But again, they didn't expect Sadak so close by.
Oh shit, look at this.
In?
What a fucking flash.
But the plant is in, and they are going to sit deep on this.
He has knife? What can this cook up?
Already now. Tricky position for Loud to try and recover from.
So they know one's on the left. They shock him.
So some of that utility outplay for the time being. A miss from Texture, 39 HP.
The timing isn't going to be great now. They've got to get back to having that presence on the spike, and Sadak with a great read, but Lucky with great positioning. Gonna catch Kawanzin. Another tap on the spike, and now it's gonna get so difficult for Sadak. One in front, one
well
to
played,
the side,
Gen.G.
and no time to play with
Well
it
played.
for Gen.G.
Wow, that was so scary. I felt like Sadak was taking the ground really well. I felt like he was playing it perfectly. Good reposition on going mid right there in the post.
Struggled just a little bit.
Good discipline by Karen to not peek too in the early part.
At this point. The last few rounds, we're saying they've had rounds to play with. The investment comes here.
Great wide swing.
There's a chance for Gen.G to really turn up the heat here.
Yeah, this is when it gets fun.
All right, we got the Your ult online right now.
I want to add into this as well. We've got 2 ults already on deck. We've got Meteors and Munchkins. Then you have Lakia not too far away too for his. So these are big ults, round-changing ults that can completely turn it. So they're going to have that as, a fallback plan if they need it. But if they keep going like this, they've got some nice little reads. Again, just that almost assassination of QCK holding Tube. completely isolating the rest of the players.
Which is exactly the sort of thing you want to see there. But if they are going to slow things down, you want to see them have tangibles to action upon. Find somebody to be able to isolate. So that's a huge positive. The problem being is there enough? Like I said, with absolutely no margin for error, is there enough for Gen.G to really fall back on? I mean, now you've removed the operator. Maybe there's not as much of I guess, a requirement to find out players like QCK.
I'm gonna look for something that
spots. See what the adjustment is for Loud coming out of this.
Okay, so they've got
tempered purchase. They're trying to keep, I mean, play their cards very close to their chest.
So your danger players, Less, Sadak, and Tui's. Tui's no armor, keep in mind. So
what are we doing with this overall here, chat?
Heavy hitters.
That is the key question.
Yeah, I was gonna say Less is
flash play on a mid. Good flash.
Flash sets QCK in motion, but does spot Karen. Ballsy on the repeat there. Lucky not to get punished. Gen.G almost anticipating a little bit of aggression to come out here.
What the fuck? Why did that even happen?
Oh, the timing on this.
Oh,
did you miss
no
it?
way.
Absolutely did.
So now
dude.
Been let
what? He's rechecking it.
Oh, the guy's
good clear, dude. Holy shit. Yeah.
That feels almost.
That literally saved the game, probably, dude. Holy fuck.
I don't know how he felt that time. Maybe here
he literally saved the game.
So now QCK fancies another.
That's their
smokes. He's
smokes.
gonna miss the window. They're already heading away from here, but they're hurting them.
Oh no! Double trips into the triple stack.
Again, but the rest have rifles.
A little bit of a misread here from Gen.G Loud to position themselves to.
Oh, bro.
Can they still be so diligent about it? It gets so dangerous, right? Oh my word, too. He's going to isolate Meteor. That's great.
Oh, dude. Oh my God, they're pinned.
Because look at the flank.
Oh no.
Trigger on the first, which I'm surprised by, but it's an issue. They have to clear him somehow. They just have to run. You can't stop. There is no stopping.
No, QCK gave it up. Oh no.
A little short on the day there, just to, needs to. There we go. Does get it through. Spike gonna go down. Nothing should be able to stop that here. Karen's just gonna try and play out his life, buy some time for this.
Oh, they got it.
Coming apart.
And now there's problems. Now it's down to 2. Texture.
Oh my God!
A chance.
Wait.
A glimmer of hope. Can he hold on to it? Can he do it for his side? Keep them in.
Oh fuck, he saw him.
Oh, snap, but it
So close, so close, so close, dude. Holy.
Break him in this game. And the one to take Loud further in this matchup.
There's a world,
damn, dude.
Where Tex is able to compose himself after that collapse.
This matchup's kind of fire. All right, we finally get to see it. But do they do it? Do they keep the Breach Phoenix right now? That's the fucking $1 million question. Is if Loud are going to keep the Breach Phoenix. No Senti Breach Phoenix Ascent? Or do they go back? Do they go back to default? Return to chat. Don't know. I honestly don't even know. I also feel like they're mid-rounding. Right now, Loud is dominating in the mid-round. Like, I'm so cold right now. Fuck, I'm so cold. Loud is like dominating in the mid-round. I feel like they have really good reads on the rotate, particularly on defense. Like, their rotates on defense are top-notch. But their attack is where their bread and butter is right now. I feel like they know exactly how Gen.G is going to react to the util they throw and the presence they make on the map. Symbol in the bottom right. Wait, this thing? Like right here? Kind of does. The little like this little red thing. It kind of does, you're right. Go get a blanket and a snack. I need food. Truthfully, it's probably because I need food. It's probably because I haven't eaten anything all day and all of my blood is like just rushing to my core. My hands are freezing. My feet are cold. What was I going to show you guys? I was trying to find a Yoru clip. Just in case we ever got to the point, I wanted to show you what we were potentially going to see. Here it is. Oh, it's actually not it. Fuck, that's not what I'm looking for. Dude, where did I see it? You already do this. There it is. Thought this was it, but maybe not. I noticed Gen.G, the way that they did their wall, and I've noticed this a lot with Yorus in EMEA. They'll send the gate crash into this triangle right here a lot of times, and they'll position. They'll try to get like this spot here to like hide in the post sometimes. It's like a little triangle. And I noticed that Gen.G did that. Some teams don't leave this, and some teams do. And when you see this triangle, it's typically like it's eventually going to be used in some kind of way, and that it's there by design.
I can go. Sorry, it only goes up to 6.
And I wanted to see it used.
Well, they got more than 6 rounds, so I feel.
But they didn't get enough attack rounds.
You know, maybe kind of a fake comeback, but nevertheless, Loud they closed it out, which means they forced a map 3.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that first half, you know, let us know a lot of how Loud was exploiting the fact that there was no Sentinel on the side of Gen.G. We know that Cypher is incredibly
All right, yeah, let me get a fucking
and not
snack or
having
something.
it
I need
on
to
that
eat
side,
something.
I think that it gave them a lot of leverage to do a lot of things. On the other side, when Gen.G turned into the attack themselves, I didn't see that impact from Meteor. I think that Munchkin and Texture had a couple of very crazy rounds that might have given us that feeling of that fake comeback.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the rounds they were winning were off of the individual stuff, off of the players kind of finding timings, going crazy with the multi-kill. I mean, Texture in particular was looking ridiculous for most of that second half. But Loud, I think they play the normal comp that everyone plays for a reason. Cypher makes it really tough to mid-round on the attacking side when you're playing against him. The Viper is great first off. Tui's, by the way, really slotting into the role that Les has owned this entire year, and he looked incredible, right? Like, this guy in Americas, I feel like, is the new slept-on player for Loud. It's like he's the next one down the totem. Ospas was talked about, so no one talked about Les. Now Les is talked about, so no one talks about Tui's. But Tui's as well has just been a really consistent player.
And whose fault is that, Mimi? Whose fault is that?
For what? Only talking about Les? That's on me. That's on me. But I really like Les.
We'll see what Les can do and Tui's can do on the next map, because Ascent is going to be that map, and we're finally going to see QCK play something that isn't the Jet Bear.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that is what that is the question. Maybe we see some changes coming into. We were talking about a very short window of time before coming into this tournament.
I'm going to take it.
We can anticipate that.
That means
but hey, honestly,
I'm the GOAT.
I said, you know, at least we know what Les is going to be playing in Breeze, and I clearly didn't know. So what do I know anymore?
That's true. So this is the map where Loud is playing what they've kind of made to be their standard throughout the kickoff in Americas, where they're running this Breach Phoenix composition that no one else is playing. They were playing it on this map.
Means I'm a foreigner?
The weakest showing of this idea.
What does this mean? What does this mean?
re-clear that space. This comp relies on getting mid control on your attack side, then splitting into sites. If you try and strong take through main without dive, 9 times out of 10, you're getting destroyed by stall utility and losing the round. So I'm really interested to see if they take the risk in going back to this comp, or if maybe they try something new and like go back to the default comp, because I think that's also an option.
Exactly.
Yo, Mip, thanks for the primer.
It has like double effect on them.
Appreciate
you.
you.
They're lacking all of that mobility and all of that explosiveness into sides.
15
1 through 1,
dumplings
as
are crazy
she's
right
saying,
now.
on the attack is going to be the common thing, and at the same time, they do not have a Sentinel of their own to be covering on the defense. So the same thing that Gen.G struggled with on Breeze, they might struggle with
tomorrow
when it comes to the
55.
defense, and that mid
My
range
God.
Gen.G is able to
Tony
spot that
Thick
weakness and
Thighs.
come back a little bit also mentally for what happened
Yo,
on
thanks
Breeze.
tomorrow. Love you.
Maybe, this could go their way.
Yeah, Gen.G's a team who I think definitely will have been watching those VODs and have looked at how EG managed to best this comp, likely expecting to see it in play here. They're a team that has really good fundamentals, is solid on their attack. Slow mid-round setup, right? I mean, that's the defense solution. On attack, you just kind of have to feel out where these flashes are, bait out util, and not lose out to these strong retakes.
Wait,
but let's
that's
spin that
Gen.G,
around.
right?
Those are some of the downsides to this comp.
Wait.
Well, then why the hell is Loud picking it? Because the amount of flashes you have gives you a ridiculous
Wait.
amount of options for mid-round reclears. Taking extremities way easier with this comp.
Sadak doesn't
Stun
like
combos with a Phoenix Melon. That's really strong. Your
Yoru.
retakes are much better than with the default
And
comp.
didn't
Again,
Gen.G
because
run
you're
Yoru?
combining all the different flashes, but you're giving up a Sentinel and you're giving up the dive to do that. What comp do they choose? Oh my god!
Wait,
well, everything goes down.
Okay.
It's not Jet. It's not Jet, but
It was
it's
good.
also not the Phoenix.
Okay, so they're still playing Breach. They're
was
playing
good.
Viper still. But
I actually like this comp better than the Phoenix comp. I like this comp better. Dude, the Breach Yoru is actually fucking crazy. Like, this combo is fucking crazy. Either we're going to see a game where we learn how ineffective stuns are in the pro level, or we're going to see a game where we're like, Yoru Breach is OP. It's going to be one of those things, right? We're going to see Gen.G get a lot of stun kills and be like, this comp is dog shit. Or the stun kills don't happen and we're like literally just fucking glazing this comp. Because what you're probably going to see is like an ulting Yoru at some point and a Breach with like a target stun. Sometimes when, like Bnan and I would play Yoru Breach, we would do this. Where you can have like your Yoru, where the fuck is this guy? Like, say like do like a dimensional drift like onto like one of the sites, right? And then your Breach is just like chilling, just looking. He's just looking at the mini map, and you just stun right where the.
I mean, both teams pulling out the curveball.
Ain't it wild?
Yoru on map 2 and
Close
3
mid.
here. Definitely
Yoru.
excited to see it and fitting for the closing of this series.
Oh, Mike, I can't believe it. I'm not mad about it. Not mad about it at all. Sadak, not going to spot Meteor there. So
Timing's perfect for Meteor, yeah.
He's going to find value from it, though. Very baited in, almost. Too lucky at trying to set something in motion, but yeah, it sadly goes to nothing, which is always a little bit of a disappointment. Oh, the swing!
Sick collapse.
Flash
Big
of the
trade
swing
by
was
Lockheed. Double
fantastic.
headshot.
Lockheed is incredible to at least trade
That's a-
that back
yeah,
into
that's a
touch,
really,
but at
really
this
big
point,
trade.
Gen.G have already got side control, right? So Plant's going to
We
come
get
down.
a
Bit of
second
strange
kill out of
exchange in middle,
texture.
But also look at Lucky's
Like
position.
cat flank.
They're wrapping all the way around. I think did note that QCK was chasing him, but now in a position,
His timing's
to cause an issue back towards short. QCK trying to deal with
good paranoia.
the door on the way back through, slowing things down, but you noted it before. Look at Lakia now.
He's got to get there in time because Munchkin's fallen, maybe very late, but I guess the plant is for it, right? Look at the plant position. That's perfectly placed for it. Karen's done
Surprised
really
it didn't
well
3-2-1
here.
that
Texas
smoke.
trying to keep their attention.
Oh
QCK wins the
no,
fight. Now we gotta
where?
look at that plant position.
Texture
It's
whiff,
coming
what
to
the
play.
fuck?
Lucky's gone
What?
down. QCK over-delivering, overdoing it, and Karen's getting in it. The Clutch King himself.
Karen.
Gonna pull this one off.
Oh man.
Gen.G.
I feel like Loud shouldn't have been close there. Gen.G made errors to get Loud close, but I'm also surprised that Karen got those kills in hell with like the lack of coordination out of Loud. So like Loud kind of through after they were gifted away into the round.
Here, but forced into a very tricky position. Try and stick through this first half defuse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Lucky. I don't think Les needed to push either. Like, both of the players that ended up pushing into Karen, I think might have made a misplay right there. But kind of crazy they even got it there, I guess.
Only noting one is Sadak to drift away from main. Preemptive
kind of just
rotation
floating
comes
right
through from
now.
Loud. Definitely the firepower suiting Gen.G, though, as we've said.
It's going to be a very hard flood to hold, guys.
See Louder poised very nearby, though, just at that jumper point.
They're all here with a lot of good retake util.
Feels like Texture was good for it.
Sadak's 1 HP.
Oh, yeah. The Paranoia actually catching so many.
Oh,
shit. Less, though. Finding value from the door, and now Texture feeling a little bit pinched here, and the shots aren't clean. Loud turning
Bro, this util's crazy. They jump in top of this dice
move.
move.
The same spot. This is rough. The HP is really low, though, and Gen.G just need to try and weather this one out. Less
they
doesn't
did
have
it.
the HP to play with, but he does get himself a nice little upgrade here, so could do well. He knows it's coming, though. He's read that. Oh, you can read that one, though. A really nice attempt and made it very costly.
Touch and go for a moment there.
Wow.
I think with Tui's falling when he did it, if there was a smoke coming up or any possibility to cut sight lines here. Obviously noting the fragment and the nano swarm still available for Munchkin and Meteor.
I'll finish this Nana.
Yeah, Loud definitely making things work. Like I said, Sadak swinging back through 1 HP and finding a kill. Some damage done. Obviously, Gen.G be suffering from that. Just 2 guarded. Well, actually now Meteor rifle in hand as well.
One-way smoke coming in. Early night,
Sheriff's
probably.
to round out the purchase.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel as threatening of a bonus, but I want to see what they
See
can do
fault
with it.
line off of this jiggle or an aftershock. Either one. Fault line or an aftershock would absolutely shut down any B hit.
It's going to get the drop on them, sure, but does get a keep away
Great
with life.
counter
Tui's gonna try
blind.
and post the paranoia.
The molly, make sure everyone's ahead of it.
And Sadak's
Yeah.
gonna check him.
The
Just
molly,
trying to
make sure
get
you're
one
either
Texture gonna go
falling
down.
back or you're
Saw
the
that
jet.
Flash again, still stalling out here, costing them a great deal. Sadak is being a nuisance. But he actually gets caught.
Tries to
Meteor's
flash out.
util. I
Yeah.
thought he was good for it then.
Massive trade by
Maybe with
Tui's.
the door would last another second or two. Cowan Zine
Could have won the
still
round
with
there.
Relakia. Now brings it to a 2v4. And Sadak, the only one that Gen.G able to really pin down.
Timing. Bloody hell. Brilliant from Les. You'll take it every day of the week. You're smiling with that. Caron saved him in the pistol.
Less getting the orb right now.
Not too far. Although Kaunzine really wants to give up his life. Does he expect less? No, he doesn't. Les catching crosses twice now. And happy with it.
All right.
Loud going to make it through that first hurdle. It was the bonus for Gen.G though, so how'd you keep 3 rifles? They'll be okay with that. This is the big test though.
Yeah, great work from Sadak and Tui's in the last round as well to isolate.
I think we're
really
getting the
create
tiles
some space
crunch.
between Texture and the rest of Gen.G's numbers.
Are we getting a toss crunch?
I said Meteor doesn't actually land the molly
I
to
think
try
we're
and
getting
force
a toss
Sadak out
crunch.
there and is punished. If that's a
We're
focal
definitely getting a
point
toss
for
crunch.
Gen.G, because every single round here, Loud running with a
Just gonna
different
throw the
setup.
gate crash here.
See, we know how they like to play around the
Here we
breach.
go.
Create as many
Smoke top
possibilities as
mid.
possible, but a big crunch outside here. Meteor.
No
can't
way,
get
Meteor.
down.
Oh no.
Actually horrific for him. He's going to be gutted with that. Lucky. Oh, QCK.
Oh,
right
bro.
nearby, and they are just getting mauled to death here. Loud in their face.
Bro, he's not even gonna TP out. Does he know that that agent has a TP?
Now, Karen, again, in a similar position to before, this time in a worse scenario, however.
Sadak low.
Sadak is low on HP, and they're drifting back. They're falling away.
Try and run the clock down now. Still 60 seconds for Karen to work with, so plenty of time to make something happen. But we've seen the clutch ability of this player in this series so far. This is a tall order here. Les, Sadak, and Cowan Zine to overcome.
Gen.G could have really
That was ultimate
broken
available,
that push with that B play they
question
had.
marks as to
They could have really fucked it all up. What is this?
exactly how Loud have
Okay.
retreated.
The whole map feels
Yeah.
like a threat.
I mean, you see he's clearing every single angle here. And those 60 seconds now turn into 30.
Where does he go with this? There's no smart guess, because there's no way you can put together where they are, right? There's no way you can just gamble an informed choice. It just doesn't work. So you're going to try and bait it out with the smoke.
And nobody's going to see that smoke, though.
So not really going to have the impact he wants. 15 seconds now, and he's walking towards the site with 2 players.
They're both tucked in hell as well.
Yeah, and he's leaving it so late. There's almost no time for adjustment. There's the smoke, and they're going to close the gap here. Yep, he knows it. He's a sitting duck. He takes down 130 HP now. He's unthreatened. Spike is in. Oh my god. Oh my god,
I thought he was way off that. I thought he was way off that plan.
Bro is literally fucking Neo from the Matrix. How did he not get hit?
Seals the deal here. We'll give an orb across to Sadak.
What the fuck?
The Karen, man.
Whoa, you
those
saw
last
a window,
5 seconds look like 10 somehow.
That was insane.
How did he get away with that? In the fact that he just stood there. Bullets flying past, tracers just real close by. Give him the nose job at that point. Just barely making it out. Wild. But again, this whole round, Mike, they're literally pushing him in spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is their tiles crunch with Phoenix comp. Watch. Look at the difference, right? So the tell before was this Viper wall. The Phoenix running it down. You can see the same style though. That's how I knew they were gonna do it. It's like, okay, we're gonna see this shit again.
Set pieces they have.
Really A play.
It's pacey. You can see the exchange of the knives, both going to note each other's positions and progression towards a texture. Disrespecting the utility.
They left.
Doesn't care, goes straight through, Stinger in hand, still wants more, not going to get more. Meteor follows up towards QCK, but there's still Thieves, and Thieves is holding on.
Damn, Louder's so good to hold these rounds, man. Holy shit.
Gen.G have
Dude, what a fucking hold.
Series,
it feels like Gen.G are gonna win these rounds. Like, it's so close. The way they baited so well for Texture to do the cat hit, catch the dock, like that. The whole site was literally on the verge of falling right there. And then Loud just does such a good job of, the stall smoke counter util and the flood in.
Maybe a little bit of aggression outside A here. I'm seeing Cow and Zine set up.
Oh, what is this shit?
Flash of the TP comes through.
Commitment behind this.
Oh, bro.
So
no one can.
And he gets both. He waits
Owned.
so long for that as well.
Owned.
Play from him there.
Can't even really say it's a little complacent from Loud. Kind of waits out both pieces of utility. Munchkin now looking to re-aggress with him. There's still 2 members of Loud on the other side of this.
You're surely thinking no one's going to be sat here, right? Like, you're
dude, Sadak has such small feet. What the fuck?
He's
what are those? Size 5?
Gen.G. I mean, the aggression has been there, and they get rewarded for that heads-up work, that diligence in play, and even might catch that mid-lurk. This is lovely. Gen.G reading Loud like a book.
Wow.
Prepared perfectly.
That's a great round.
And delivered. Scoreline looking much, much
They absorbed the A aggression. Like, they finally got like a sniff of like some of the aggression coming in. The A aggression, they actually absorbed it. And it's a totally different hit than what we saw in Americas. Very hard hit to hold. Like, Karen is all alone here. Like,
tie things up.
That was a fucking solid A push that he just held. Because they're fault lining all of the trade, right? They're like fault lining through all of the trade. They're aftershocking the left box out. So that way, the only thing they need to clear is the other side, the side that Karen's on.
Once his Fury invested as well.
Oh, but Munchkin ahead of it. Catching Sadak on the back pedal. And I'm looking for the lockdown, it's there as well. That's looking like the site is very comfortably theirs, but I'm looking at the spike though. And
well, Karen's TP'd onto B. Yeah, this is just a fake around the lockdown.
I reckon Tui's can do anything about this. I
mean, oh, he actually cancelled.
I thought he might commit. I was almost hoping he does, but decides to back away. Won't.
He might have heard them spawn. I like how they're leaving the KO here. No Senti comps. You'll get this rotate.
Now Less with the spray, pulled away from the dash, but gonna have to fall off from this respect the cross.
Good
Spike
round.
Made it to sight.
Man, Gen.G really answering back here.
Yeah. Oh,
and
another
invested, but yeah, QCK now looking to try and find some information.
Holy
fuck. On the back of that info and punished by
wow. Wow, what a use of the fucking Your Vault. One still be main there.
Positioning coming up from Meteor as well. Good positioning on this. The weird spot that's going to be coming in from Munchkin. This is all, oh my word, Tui's.
Meteor again.
Now you look at the backside. This is Caron, the guy who's super clutch, the guy who gets some great work done, and they're doing it right now. Munchkin falls, so now they know where that last player is. Tui's. Can he close the gap? Can he find them? He can, but it doesn't matter. Caron is so sharp with it. Yeah, that round was bizarre, Mike, but it works out.
It's a very well invested.
Damn, dude. I think Gen.G have worked the mid round in these last 2 rounds at a very high level. I like how they're planting people in these spots. Well, I guess the round prior was more of them absorbing the A push. But this round, they planted that player in A main, which I thought was a good addition. They had the late player B main, late player market against no Senti. I like how they had slightly adjusted here.
He's stepping up, he's warming up. We've seen a lot of texture moments here and there. We've seen a lot of the other players as well having their time.
Loud have cycled back to this setup where off contact, they could obviously breach fault line or aftershock. They can molly.
Guardians.
They can do a lot here to stuff this hit.
The Loud side, so a little rough around the edges and hoping to maybe
The
find an advantage where there probably isn't one.
The wall tells me that if it's a B hit, they probably want to fight in the front side and let them go lane. It could really fuck Gen.G's hit up if they go B. This is very weird. They're going to fight front side.
Feel of the setup here from Loud. Less obviously semi-committed towards this. A stun off Karanzine.
So got smoke here.
Contact here. Could set things in motion as Gen.G are drifting as 5.
Sadak tucked.
Yeah, into this choke point. TP's already sent across as well. So QCK can be here pretty quick. First one there, and the stun does slow things down as well.
QCK's here. They got the third here.
Isolates one. That gives them a chance. They pull the rotation. 3 players on the side now. Going to be difficult for Gen.G to cleanly take
the blind
this.
is the blind just literally caught like 4 people. What the fuck?
His kit is in play, but they've got to be careful. Approaching the side. Looks like they want to fight towards CT. Sadak's here though. This is becoming messy.
Great flash.
This isn't right. This is going terribly wrong.
Or
and
not.
Turi's comes out of the flash just behind Munchkin though. Gonna lose his life. And now where do they go? Do they go back towards A? Do they run it down towards B? They're gonna go into the unknown and it's the right choice. Munchkin holds them back. And now the 1v1. This upgrade to round. So QCK gonna get himself the Phantom. Karen with the plant. This guy has been good. Leading the board for Gen.G.
I knew it. He's saying the gate crash deep.
So plenty of opportunities.
Oh, he is really cooking here. He is, but it's stuck like in this corner. So like even if he faked it. Yeah, he couldn't take that.
And the time probably going to decide this one, Lauren.
Feels like it, doesn't it? Unless it's a fumble from Karen, but it feels like that guy is not making mistakes there. And
he has to stick half. Like he can't even. He has to stick half.
And QCK has to at least get this to half. He knows it. His options are very limited. That open plant, he's got it to halfway. That's not bad. Oh, and Karen with a wide swing across.
Wow.
Dragging QCK's aim way out of the.
5 rounds on the board on attack.
This guy's worth his weight in gold currently.
This comp on Loud will have a much easier time on attack though, so
I mean, already what he's done
Gen.G cannot let their foot off the gas.
In map 3 versus a team like Loud, you can't ask much more of your rookie.
What a swing.
Compose in the clutch here
So
once
calm.
again.
Holy fuck.
And giving it on stage as well. The energy's still there for Gen.G. Almost riding the wave here. Loud, I don't want to call this a desperation timeout. It's a 5-3 scoreline, but
they do feel behind the curve. If we're talking about, I guess, round pacing, the way the rounds have gone down.
Well, I consider this an upset.
But it's been a correction from Gen.G. They brought it back from those 3 rounds on the trot. The Loud claimed.
It's pretty close, but slight upset maybe. Just because of like the prestige of Loud.
Determining pace, it feels like they're a little bit behind on that, which normally I credit quite highly towards Loud. I think they're a very good team at demanding the pace, either defense or attack. It doesn't really matter. So seeing them a little bit behind the curve here, still want to say a little bit more from that Yoru coming into place.
Yeah, I think because of like Loud's prestige and just how they perform in international events, whereas Gen.G, like, you know, kind of full of rookies, unknown, in a place they haven't played before. Just kind of like, I think the community in general is probably leaning Loud a little bit, but I think they're aware that Gen.G can definitely win this matchup.
Addressing the back line and
give it an operator.
Yeah.
Wow, they took this fast.
for his success, right?
They took that real
They
fast.
do continue on this path.
Fast market play where they're putting heavy pressure. Huge pick by KCK.
Peak from Caron to
Similar to the last round.
Yeah. This time a little earlier in the round than
All right.
before, but now
They got the orb for the.
Going to put the first and slip across. He does have support there in the form of texture.
Texture.
Surely not, especially by finding Munchkin, right? Like this, if anything, plays him in even further, but he's going to play
Oh,
patience,
dude.
and it's going to pay dividends. Going to find
Oh, bro.
So this battle in middle is somewhat going Gen.G's way.
So well played. Oh no, where did that go?
That's heartbreak. But the second bite of the cherry potentially could be the one. This could be it. Could he find him? Oh, the angle is rotten. And texture just dancing around him.
Texture. Oh, this man just clowning on him.
Rounds of Valorant today. I mean, such a strange exchange in mid here. And Lakia finding that, I can't even remember that. I mean, I think it's the kill onto.
It felt like QCK's op shot was like
really
right on him, but I don't know.
And like here,
like going in mid.
past, and then Tui's
Where'd it go?
expecting him to commit towards B.
He moved. Oh, fuck.
Gen.G really starting to feel themselves.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, these coaches are fucking so happy, right? I'd be so happy if my team were playing like this. That was a great play by them. Okay, another switch up here. We got the one-way on the corner now.
That people have been able to handle Loud in some of those more chaotic moments as well when they try and get in their faces too. Because we saw that aggression from Loud in just a couple of rounds prior.
That's a Viper orb.
So they've weathered that.
He might flash out of it or something.
QCK quite aggressive towards B.
No.
But he's going to fall away from this. We can see all the attention is towards A. That knife is very important.
Problem being, there are 2 lurks elsewhere, so Les has to consider the possibility. You can see he is trying to get a feel for things elsewhere.
Meteor's going to walk along this wall, and that's the fight Les is looking for. When does he get it? Ooh, good play. Got it. Okay.
For the rest of the setup as well. Now tucked into the corner. Oh, come on, committed here as well.
Okay, texture. A whole lot of targets and very little time, but they are damn good at this. Clearing through well, too. He's still going to draw
solid
blood,
fucking hit by Gen.G.
Sweeping the side perfectly. Lucky on the farm, but it's QCK tucked away. Quietly waiting this out, but there's problems here. He was noted on the knife, so what are you meant to do at this point?
They're going to know he's in hell as well.
I don't think they know. They think it's heaven.
Hounded. Look at Lucky. That's cruelty. That's what you get for trying to come ahead of the reload. Oh my word. Got a little scary there, huh?
Down to 12 HP there.
Like Lucky had thought it was possible, but so he cleared it, but he didn't think it was for sure.
Everything but the null command committed in the previous. Gen.G, a Hunter's Fury, Blade Storm, and a TP of their own.
That's actually true, Desha.
Really,
this is the only Karen that doesn't need to ask for the manager, because this Karen is the boss. This Karen is the manager.
A string of rounds unanswered here.
Wait, a Larry on kill?
That's huge. And again, oh, look at this combination. This could be really nasty.
The pit is up, though. Wait, no way. Tui's died on Cat, though. Tui's, why did he commit Cat? Oh, my God.
They can't stop succeeding, it feels like this.
QCK, though, look at the ping.
Does he have another gate crash? He has 2, dude. He should throw one into A main right now. Oh, it's too late. They could hear it if he throws it now. He needs to. Oh, fuck. They're going to clear it. They're clearing everything. Oh, bro.
A pop flash. He does turn it. So QCK so quick on that. Can't do much more, though. Finding one is really valuable considering they already built in that position. They were already heads up about it. That is wild. Gen.G.
The ultimate Garen.
I think only noting texture there, but maybe a little bit of a red herring. He's noted towards short. Especially with the smoke coming through now. 2 other members of Loud have committed towards this B site hold. TP will come through, will confirm presence on back
he didn't
side.
stick it.
Z,
oh, bro, this is sketchy.
Thunder to work with. 2 snake bites as well.
25 seconds.
That's big.
Time. It's running short. Spike is still in the hands of Caron.
Wow.
He's the one to keep him in the back
Double
of your
molly.
mind. You see that player look at his position. More stall going to be invested here. They've got to move further ahead. They can't sit back and wait anymore. They're going to come down. They can't deny it. It looks like they're going to be held into the
Fuck,
back.
this is insane by texture. What the fuck?
And now it's a firing squad, but Loud onto back.
Holy shit, they shot their way out.
And it's Sadak slowly working forward.
Oh
Finally
my
gets to
god,
the
they
side.
fucking did it.
Goes up as well.
That's half of the entry points gone, removed. He now knows that Meteor was playing a little bit closer. Tucked by the
Holy
boxes.
fuck.
But so much to clear and so little time.
That was so sick by texture to updraft
You can hear
between.
it. That spike ticking. His time dwindling. Running low, looking like another 8
my
for
God.
Gen.G here, who are under the gun. The smoke just coming back up.
Oh.
This guy has no hope in it. Gen.G playing an
Bro, how many
exceptional game
straight
here
is
against
Could be in a
this?
similar situation to
This
what we
is
saw at Breeze, which is
incredible
just
from
too
Gen.G.
few
They
rounds to
are
really
playing
make this
such a good
comp change.
game, man.
You know, get limit tested.
Give
Yeah.
fair chance. I just need
They look so for real
if it's
here.
enough. Maybe 4?
6 unanswered.
They're playing the map well in the
For Gen.G.
default comp. They're reading the game
Now
at such a high
17
level.
and 5, leading the charge.
They
What's
got
his
the
name
star
from him? What a map
duelist.
from him.
They got the
Series,
star
I think Tech should be up there for
rookie
series.
fucking controller.
This map, he has been exceptional.
Bro, they got a lot on
Right
this
place
Gen.G
for him
team right
too here,
now.
though. Quite a lot of Loud on the other side on A. Let's see if they fully commit through this. Gen.G tempering the pace a little, allowing Texture to probably get a little bit of work done with this operator.
To slow things down, maybe anticipating the lesser purchase from Loud, equating to some form of aggression across the map, but as the smoke comes up, a fragment comes out from Munchkin.
I'm not gonna lie with you. I do feel like they haven't used the Yoru
progress from
to
Gen.G.
the best of its
The thing
abilities.
is, though, Gen.G is so happy to do late executes.
Yeah,
It doesn't even matter. If you're not going to capitalize on it, it feels like, they're still going to be happy to hit on 20 seconds.
I like how they use the
Being sent
Phoenix
out by
more.
QCK as well. So ready to rotate. Gen.G have got themselves set towards it. And it's Caron again. Sadak will fall. A first blood will open up round 12
Wow,
here.
bro.
So he has to respect this now.
Yes,
QCK
Loud.
here, but tricky
Yeah,
spots.
Karen is calling. You'd like a word, actually, with your manager.
What it takes, the flash, the little delay on it as
Yeah.
well, bouncing off the wall. He couldn't
He
even
says,
turn it in time.
your setups
That's
aren't
only
good
for
enough.
one, and they're succeeding everywhere.
He wants a full
now
refund.
QCK and 2Es split between the map and hello! Texture gets there
What?
first, removing QCK, opening up the site for a
Bro.
blow. And Munchkin takes out 2Es.
Gen.G
This has been
look
decisive.
unstoppable.
Breeze was a different deal. But
Look
seeing
at
the
this.
scoreline like this,
7
look at
straight
that
on
timeline.
them,
Look at
bro.
it. Look
Oh
at
my god. Dude, this was a half where Gen.G won pistol, so you're like, okay, yeah, they won pistol, they got 9-3. But Loud actually won the bonus and the first gun. And that's when the rally happened. Like, this was so impressive. Like,
that new Yoru's gonna look like, what they could do on this. I'm not sure it is.
and quite frankly, like, I don't even know if Loud deserved 3, because that whiff from like Meteor on that B main round was so big.
A few cool rounds, right, where they had these preset plans and they were working well. But I think where Loud got diffed was later into this game when it came down to the fundamentals. This is an example of the good, right, for Loud, where they have this really cool kind of variant of almost a shark attack, where you're crunching into B main and punishing Gen.G for it. But then as we got later on, we still saw Loud going for some of these ideas, but making little mistakes, not clearing the corner in pizza, not looking up when they're going for that fight in A main. Gen.G players are sitting there, they punish. Gen.G, I also thought, did a really good job of slowing down, waiting for this aggression, knowing that this comp lacks information, because its only active info is a KO knife, no Sova drone, no Sova dart, and it lacks information because you have no Sentinel to hold space in the mid round.
Damn,
they
bro.
just had to bide their time,
9
hit the
to
right moment in the
3.
mid round, and they were so successful at doing so.
Yeah, but it's still not enough because
I think the only time he used his TP in like a way that helped a lot was the time he got 2B on the B hit, you know? Like, Yoru is very, very effective in this comp. There's so many ways to use Yoru in this comp. Like, I could literally just fucking glaze about it for like an hour. But
their opponents, even at the beginning of the day, he was
it
like,
is hard to implement. And it's weird that Loud decided to do this here. I guess they figured they could have gotten antied. But they don't look as layered. You know, like with that Phoenix comp, they were very layered. It was like, we're doing this. If this happens, we can react in this way, that way, that way. But, and you could do that with Yoru. Yoru has the same shit pretty much, like the flashes. And the TPs are actually better than like the wall or the molly. So they could do all of the things they do with Phoenix here. They just haven't. They're not as good with Yoru. Like they're not using the TPs like they would need to make this better than Phoenix.
And keep in mind, Gen.G didn't even win that second pistol. He like turned the next one or something mad. But if we're going to talk, you know, odds and statistics and what you expect to happen, if Loud want a chance, it starts here. This pistol is critical.
Switch up from what we saw in Americas. Before in Americas, we would see a lot of like Les doing the wall across like this. That would block this and this. And then an orb here. Right now he has the orb mid and the wall B.
Hello, that's half the team there. Where's the fifth? Doesn't matter, let's focus on the first. Les does find luckier, so that
fragment doesn't land either.
Might be a bit of a problem.
There's a kill.
Yeah, gonna find Munchkin.
What is that timing, bro? He falls when they fall.
Meteor with a lot on his plate. And he ain't gonna be able to do much about it. That's
Alright.
clear cut from Loud.
Clinical.
Okay.
To get things off here. So you need to see the conversion on the second, but finally a response on
Exter's
that round
insane at Yoru.
timeline. Could that be... I was going to say, I don't know how much of Lakia was visible.
Bro, that timing is crazy. Like, that's what I mean. Like, he was going to make that sound before they decided to make the sound. But it just so happened that they decided to make the sound like a millisecond after him. And he lands first out of everyone. Like, what? That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. And he has a frenzy of all things, so you just spray them down.
Quite the mistake to go astray. And Les isn't particularly,
Wow.
you know, looking like he's trailing in this. He's
Dude.
still got that kind of confidence. He's willing to really
This
roll out.
This is Brazilian confidence, bro. This is why I love watching Brazilian teams. What Les is doing right now reminds me so much of Brazilian Counter-Strike, bro. These guys will always play with a sense of fuck you. If they feel like they're like getting embarrassed in any kind of way, like they have these like, the Brazilian scene has always had like these like what feels like high ego players that are willing to do shit like Les just did, which most teams don't do that. They play confined in those rounds.
Not stacked up. Ahead of
It's
the
so fun to watch though.
dropping.
It's like you can just feel the
He may be
confidence.
toying with the idea of getting aggressive
All right,
outside
here's the
feet
setup
here.
I was talking about. The orb, the wall.
The flash as well, Les. But Les will
He's
fight.
just challenging,
Les
bro.
will
Yeah,
always fight.
yeah. Look, he's going back. Like, he wants them to know, like, look, you might be winning 9-5, motherfuckers, but I want to let you know you're going to fucking not win this match by us not fighting.
QCK as well. He is dominated short now. That's a problem because that unlocks all of that stress and it allows Meteor to roam. He might even get a bit more. He's seen so much.
Bro, come on. This is crazy. Oh, what?
He's going to be punished on that.
Holy shit. Great round. They aggressed everywhere.
Loud just falling short.
Loud.
Absolutely.
Couldn't even get out the
With
gate.
that round loss, let's see what the purchase looks like, or at least the funds look like behind this for Loud now. Double digits found for Gen.G. Meteor. The stranglehold gifted the third onto 2Es as well.
Yeah, he was just inside the near side right there, yeah.
Meteor had slipped a little further back onto short, but with the second player in mid, you'll argue, yeah.
Okay. Early blind.
That was the bonus, now into the bite.
Early fault line
was
for
a
Cat.
well-situated bonus, and it wasn't because of the weaponry.
Knife
so,
for market.
you know, we wait and see. Texture, willing to go walkabouts.
Les still has his orb, so he's just passively holding for this push.
In the meantime, we've got that mid-control. Oh, the timing.
Wow,
That is
bro.
ridiculous for Meteor.
That's so
Makes your
insane.
stomach drop a little. You can see Sadak wants revenge, but the Aldrone's going to check him. They know the position now.
Really solid protocols on display here from Gen.G. Meteor might even be played onto the second. It's a stab at it, but doesn't overcommit.
Good back out. Good back out. I was hoping Meteor wouldn't stay up.
It feels like middle's off the cards. You can't work that anymore. They're 2 heads up about it. So where do they go now, right? You've still got a little bit of room on A, but they don't know about any of this. They don't know about Munchkin's position, who's just about to get his knife back as well.
So less through his orb to lurk out. This is a big threat, right? Because he can lurk out at any moment. And look at the attention Les has drawn. These 2 players have to hold a 2-on-4. Oh, and of course Texture is. This motherfucker definitely hitting shots.
Oh my god.
Yo! Oh my god, he is insane.
Absolutely phenomenal.
He is insane. He is insane. They got the 2-on-4 they wanted, but this motherfucker just killed them all.
So damn clean in the process.
Oh my god.
We talked about it being maybe
This is so sick. This is so sick. Because it's like, it's everything that you would want as like a caster. It's like the narrative of like the comp. You know, they're pulling the rotates. But the IGL is winning the game. And then the fucking duelist just pops off and kills everyone. Like, which is what Texture is. He's just this animal.
This game was, you know,
holy fuck.
On the half. They did what they had to do. They got that pistol.
I'd be pogging out if I was casting.
Gen.G re-emerging.
I mean, really, if you look at bringing this composition out, the fact that QCK is the first to fall in the
Let's
previous,
see.
it takes away some of those options that, you know, Loud maybe did have cooked up. Now they come into the next round 5 of the second half with no ultimates to really fall back on. I mean, yeah, QCK won away, but he's going to have a stinger maybe to make something happen with. But I noticed it in the previous, the defensive protocols here from Gen.G, really well drilled. Nobody overcommitting. Players delivering in positions they need to. And Meteor, the prior example, Texture here, another.
New texture emote just dropped, chat. My ace.
The map veto, the first curveball of the day, some of the compositions along the way, but Gen.G have thoroughly impressed me.
Yes.
Loud, unfortunately, falling a little short in my eyes.
And not
but
because
it's not often we say that.
No, exactly. And it's not just solely, you know, oh, we didn't like this comp, we didn't like this. It was genuinely, I think Gen.G outplayed them here quite hard as well. But as it stands, you come back in with a shoddy buy for Loud. Stinger, Stinger, Sheriff.
You can see Les doing his normal shit over here with the orb. Locky just on fucking spam patrol over here. Actually, they're playing off turret. That's what he's doing. So the turret is the counter here. This turret is the big counter actually to this.
Less.
Yoru ult.
Maybe gives away a little bit of
this will be coming back online.
The owl drone definitely will.
Yoru ult when this comes back online. For the stun. Ping should come in.
Does have an Odin.
Here it is.
Opportunity to potentially slow things down here, but not noted just yet by QCK. Now
there
it
it
will
is.
be. The stun comes through, confirming that. But Meteor with 3!
What?
Oh my God, in between a rock and a hard place, Meteor puts himself there. He willingly walks into it. Oh, that's just outstanding from Meteor.
What?
Make it to 12, and all of those problems, all those little threats that could have happened get pushed aside, and now it's do or die. Loud have a purchase here. They don't have an ult to play with. You got 2 away for Sarak, 2 away from 2s. That's not what you really want on Omen anyway. They have nothing to depend on.
Wow. Where's the spacing there? Where's the spacing for Loud? Where's the spacing at? The Yoru was in the site for so long. Why are all 3 of them back there?
Here, Texture.
Fast mid.
Yeah, very aggressive here, forcing Loud. Well, at least less, much deeper
Wild
into spawn.
Scrunch.
And a ton of information, a ton of map control garnered on the back of that. Lockdown available, like you said, the Killjoy utility.
They're baiting them into this with the lockdown, and they got nothing to deal with it. They have Aftershock KO Molly, actually. They have a lot to deal with. They could break it. They could break it with all this shit. Surely they have Larry's.
Still that util, open plant.
Surely
Can they get out in time? No, Meteor catching him on the cross. Big punish
No,
there.
they don't have
They're gonna get
Larry's.
caught by this too. None detained, but herded away. And look at Meteor, hot on their heels. Larkio who won down to County in less than 2s. The defuse, it's going on, they can't.
They got it. Oh my god, Gen.G, dude. Holy fuck, bro. Gen.G are so goddamn for real, guys.
Very much on board the Gen.G train.
I am fucking... I'm aboard. I'm aboard. I'm aboard. I'm all aboard the Gen.G train. Holy fuck, man. I was not familiar with your game.
But I said at the top of this series, today will be the day they validate that hype, and I think they've absolutely done that, Lauren.
Yeah.
Looking so
Karen.
good. I mean,
Karen.
The headline is here.
Yes.
Karen, by the way,
Karen and Texture. Bro, those two are
A
insane.
team like Loud delivering, it's a real joy to see, and actually, I'm very pleasantly surprised. I'm quite happy to be wrong in this scenario.
Absolutely, because a lot of people were, and again, if you look at it on paper, you can say, oh, but you know, all of us were worried about Loud, you know, the weird comps coming out. They didn't look that great here and there.
I think Loud disappointed a bit with the Yoru right there on the last map. I agree. I think the Icebox pick was a little bit sketchy, right? Like kind of going away from what got them here, truly. Like even though their Icebox was decent in Americas, I think going Icebox against APAC, bro, you're fucking crazy. Like, I don't want to do that. I would never go Icebox against APAC. Ain't no shot.
Teams in terms of the amount of tape here, the entire map pool has been shown throughout kickoff as well.
Then again, honestly, if I'm Loud, I probably would have picked Ascent. I would have gotten bodied there just so. I don't know, man. I don't know. Gen.G's is different.
Delivering this performance on the international stage, that's what we're looking for. That was the main question coming into today.
Yeah, and I think for us, it has answered a lot of those kind of earlier worries that we had. And it's just going forward, the depth of the map.
Our stats here.
Because they play a lot of the maps where it's like, okay, well, how diligent are they on
Dude,
these maps?
fucking Kobe and Shaq, bro.
Flex this map pool that they run with.
Yeah.
And so far it looks, I mean, you're beating Loud, which is
that's a testament in itself. Yeah, again, you talk about coming to the international stage and delivering versus any team. Loud's up there with one of the teams you want to say, yep, we beat them. Opening series came out 2-1, and it looked pretty comfortable in most parts.
I mean, really impressed with this.
I said before the series started, this guy was like the best duelist in the server, and he would be the X Factor, and man, did he show up. I didn't know if he was able to do it. I thought he would get utiled kind of like out of the server, but man, was I wrong.
And to have a rookie
holy fuck, dude.
Those sort of clutch performances, those sort of round victories.
Les even put up less numbers, like Tui's had a good performance. I thought Sadat called a good series.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quiet one from Kanzine.
It's positive to see them carry this momentum across and open things like this in Madrid.
Yeah, and I think for me,
I don't know, man. Like,
looking at the Swiss stage and how this kind of works,
that was one where I felt like there was no one to put Texture in his place. It felt like Texture was definitely like the most impactful player in that server. Maybe you could argue Karen was. Like, Les had huge plays that swung the tides of, like, a couple of the maps, but, like, consistently in and out of the rounds, I think the impact was coming from, like, Texture and Karen.
Now joined by Karen and Jen, who's going to be translating for us. Karen, what a performance that we're seeing here on stage. At the beginning of the day, you were saying, who's Loud? I wasn't here when they were world champions. Is that the same feeling that you felt on stage?
카론 선수 오늘 승리 축하드립니다. 오늘 정말 좋은 모습을 보여주면서 승리를 가져갔는데 오늘 경기 전에 라우드가 누구냐, 내가 그들이 우승했을 때는 내가 없어서 걔네가 우승한 거다라는 얘기를 해줬잖아요. 약간 경기하면서도 그런 느낌이었을까요?
당연하죠. 일단 자신감을 가져야 되는 게 최우선이기 때문에 그런 마음으로 가짐이 임하고.
Oh yeah, he was on GE, dude.
be confident when you're facing Loud or a team of that caliber. So that was my mindset, just completely 100% confident when I was facing them.
Me encanta, le he preguntado porque al principio del día le preguntábamos ¿por qué dices que no le tienen tanta estima a Loud? Porque él decía que él ni siquiera jugaba cuando Loud se hizo campeón del mundo.
I would like the Gen.G jacket if it didn't have the monster logo. Not that I dislike monster, it's just,
Y ahora vamos a preguntar un poco por los mapas. Yo tengo
I don't know,
curiosidad
it makes
por
the
saber
colors look weird.
cómo aparece ese breeze que era permaban de Loud. So Loud had been permabanning that breeze during the entirety of kickoff, but now they leave it open. You decide to dive right into it, but it doesn't go as planned. What is the thought process behind picking that map, and then also what happened on stage?
Man, Kakuka holding that mic like a psycho.
때는 브리즈를 고정밴으로 가져갔는데
I'm kidding,
풀어주자마자 젠지가
Don't come
브리즈를
after me.
선택했잖아요. 좀 선택한 이유와 함께 좀 브리즈에서 패배가 있었는데 어떤 피드백이 있었는지 궁금합니다.
일단은 저희 하던 대로 못한 것 같아요. 그리고 약간 좀 유리할 때 계속 싸워져가지고 그게 불리한 경우로 가는 경우도 있었고 그런 부분을 이제 줄이면서 이제 게임을 하자 이렇게 피드백이 나왔습니다.
Korean's such a fucking pleasant language to listen
The
to.
reason why we picked Breeze as soon as it was open was because we were super confident in it. And I think what went wrong with Breeze was the fact that, we were taking fights that we didn't really need to. And Breeze just didn't really go the way we planned. And I think it was more on us dropping the ball.
Vaya, que parece ser que lo que pasó en el Breeze no es
No,
culpa de
she's
Loud, sino más
Spanish.
bien de ellos, que son esos
Kakuka,
que han dejado, se ha dejado
I believe
ganar,
it's from
así.
Spain.
Well, thank you very much for the interview. Thank you
I
very
believe.
much, Jen. We'll see you in a couple of days. El día todavía no ha terminado, así que vamos a hablar un poco más de lo que ha pasado el día de hoy.
Dude, what an interview by Kakuka.
Very much for that Kakuka. Gen.G
Bro, in the riot,
huge upset.
I've only seen it in Valorant. It didn't happen in CS where there's like the interviewer, say like this is Kakuka, interviewing like someone in the middle, and this person is speaking like a different language, and then this language is translated by this person, and then it comes all the way back over here to the English, and it's like, you have to remember so much that's going on, and like, while thinking about like
throughout this series,
your posture, the next question,
from Pacific, the really
show, like, dude, there's so much to think about
really
up there.
great,
God, that's a hard
discipline
role.
from the squad. And also, I think that what most
That's
people
a hard
were
role in the
doubting was
broadcast.
if these
I
rookies could
wouldn't.
come to an international event and keep up the pace. And
back up
my
the talk.
God, did they do it?
I mean, can you imagine being a player that's only played 17 officials and you're sitting across,
Ridiculous.
from like Les, Sadag, Cowan, etc., and you are
quite
giving
literally the most experienced team we have here.
literally giving it. As you guys can see from this, there's a lot of trash talk. There's a lot of energy, high energy, and this is what we like to see, Mike. This is what we enjoy at these tournaments.
Damn, I didn't hear about that
One of the things I was
before.
talking to Lauren about was obviously the validation of coming to this event. The fact that we saw this sort of energy, we know Sadak can get up, get a little loud on stage. as
That
well himself.
loud.
The fact that these guys are laughing and giving it, brilliant. Oh, nailed that one. Anyway, the fact that they're able to give back up and match this energy on stage and
The
have the gameplay
fucking
to back it up, for
clapping,
me,
dude.
is a huge testament.
Yeah, the guys just look comfortable out there. It is clear that it's not facing them at all, being in this new situation, playing against one of the best. And if
The
anything,
clapping
that confidence is only
fucking
going to
gets
grow
me.
after
I love
a win
it.
like that.
Absolutely.
Munchkin was given it. How many times
exactly.
have you seen
No,
that guy
I
give
don't
it?
think
I haven't
that.
said that before.
No. and you know what? He deserves it.
Sad.
I feel like after the performance they had today, they have every right.
Dude,
And it's
I
actually
love
Munchkin. The fact that we
Peter
don't
as
get
like a
Angel,
player on a team.
it just warms my heart that we get Munchkin. It's just him on Breeze running it down B main like 3 rounds,
man.
and then just turns it around and is like dropping bombs on Ascent. He is the duality of man as a man.
Speaking of
The duality of
Don't
man.
do him like that.
That's
Wait,
a man.
that's such a hard nickname.
That's an accolade.
The Angel
That's a
of
title.
Madrid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That
I see
goes
that in
hard.
Spain. That kind of angel. Okay,
Yes.
I get you. But let's talk about some of the multi-kills we saw.
That kind of,
Extra
okay.
Meteor and Munchkin all drop a 4K, as you do.
And it's what they did in Pacific. They do it again here.
And that's, I mean, I was really concerned about that as well because Loud's a team that you don't really ever get.
They
the
tend to,
opportunity-
like trade. when
Yeah,
one of them
trade,
dies.
or you never really get an opportunity to clutch out rounds versus Loud. It's like they're strength in numbers. They like deathfall, and they're happy to throw 3 or 4 bodies onto one person.
multi-kills.
Yeah, that is. lunacy for a rookie player to come out and do that versus any team on an international stage, let alone Loud.
It's honestly kind of
How are my
unbelievable what
pick'ems?
this team has pulled off.
One for one,
I
not
think
good.
that people really did have some reason to doubt. I think everything people said
Split
about
up.
the Pacific Field not looking as great, DRX falling off a little bit,
Yeah.
Paper X not up to their same standard. Okay, they got an upset. Like, I understand the doubters, but I think this is the match to cast
Rough.
all of that aside immediately in Madrid.
It is, and I think as
I'm
well,
part of the
coming into this, questions about
74.2%.
Loud and compositions, and do they commit to it? Do
Any
they
22
play with it
percenters
a
in the
little
chat?
bit? This was the switch up here.
Any
that ultimately
3.8
wasn't enough
percenters in
for me
their
to
chat.
Feel really confident about whether or not they do address some of the issues that we saw at kickoff.
Yeah, in an interview back in America, Sadak said
Oh, the
he
group
doesn't like
leaderboard,
Sentinels.
actually.
He doesn't like playing Sentinels.
Oh,
He's against
fuck.
it. It
Wait,
doesn't
how do we
make
do
the
it? Is
game
this-
I
mobile,
think
but
that shows.
on a sense, right?
Is this
I thought
ours?
You meant the team.
Wait, how do we get R?
You saw the video this morning. I think they're chill with each
I
other.
thought he was just gonna. He was kind of talking trash
No,
about them.
but the agent, and I think he has a very unique read on the game right now that I don't know. I think
There's
it
a
can work on
group
some
in the
maps, but
leaderboard.
you really got to bring this Ascent comp into question a little bit because it definitely was Gen.G playing excellently. That is the primary reason why this series went this way. But still, some weird choices being made. I think
Yes.
Loud has to kind of go back and.
Well,
do
we
some
have
right
less
things
percent at
and see
zero.
What's the idea going forward?
That's
Yeah,
kind
if
of
you
cool.
take a quick look on your screens here as well, we have two
This actually-
games under our belt.
Look
which
at you,
means,
Flowers,
KC
Kobe.
and Gen.G will be playing the next round because they're both 1-0 up
Tomorrow?
against whichever teams that we're going to see tomorrow. Because
Damn, there's quite a few you got.
taking
Eliza!
EDG will be facing Paper Rex. So what do you make of those matchups, Mike?
I'm excited. I mean, I'm luckily casting the Sentinels Heretics game
Oh.
tomorrow. That should be an absolute bang.
Did you buy the Sentinels bundle?
I won't answer that just
How
yet.
much does Celsius pay you?
Not enough. Actually, not
I'll
enough.
say, yeah, I'm
Buy
not
the
gonna pay
Heretics
enough. There
bundle,
you go,
everybody.
yeah.
Buy the Heretics bundle. There
Buy
we
the
go.
home
John just
bundle.
slipping money under your door to have you shield
Yeah,
the bundle.
Benji Fisher, you know what to do. You know what to do. But before we close everything out, Hypox, since you're our special guest for today, we're going to ask you to ask a question for our special guest for tomorrow. It will be one of the Sentinels or Heretics players. We don't know who, so feel free to instigate.
You look like a deer in the headlights.
Oscars,
Yeah.
well,
Just, yeah.
okay,
Floor is yours.
what's the best thing you've eaten in Madrid so far?
Oh, that's a really nice question.
I thought
That's
it
a
was
fair
going to be
question.
what's the best thing you've eaten?
Period.
Just
That's
ever.
period.
Ever,
Maybe
just
the
ever.
follow-up
I had this
question. There you go.
sandwich once. It was,
Yeah.
it was fine.
Okay, I'm looking forward to GB having to ask one of them that and show them the question. But thank you very much, Mimi, for joining me for today. Thank you very much, Mike, as well, of
Ooh,
course.
what do you get if you win the pick'ems?
interview,
That's a good question.
Lauren and Bren and Saisho, because if I don't do that, I'm going to get halved off and not named
I'll cook
every
something
single
up.
person. But make sure you guys join us again.
I will cook something up.
And Jen.
I'll definitely gift to, if you're like a winner, I'll definitely be gifting whoever wins a sub. The problem is I don't know how many people will win, right? Like I can't, because of how the pick'ems work, like there's a world where like 10 people win and a lock of my hair. Yo guys, after speaking of that, Natalie's in chat. Natalie wants to 1v1 me after Madrid's over. I'm gonna put random community members in their place in 1v1s after this tournament's over. I'm gonna go through all of chat. Just the day after Madrid, I'm just gonna 1v1 every single person in chat. You're just gonna just be a line. Wait, hold up. Hold up. I'm gonna find something here. I can't find it. It's too old. But, dude, in CS, towards the end, there was an ESEA tournament. There was a Dell 1v1 college tournament. And I won it. So, just want to let you guys know, I might be a fucking in-game leader, but I'm going to put you fucking all in your place in this 1v1 fucking shit we're doing. I ain't fucking around out there. Might be calling the strats, but when I'm in that server, I ain't calling shit. Natalie, you're trying to catch a fucking Ben out here. You're out of pocket. How do you join the group for VLR? Good question. Let me get it. That's a cute emote. Tomorrow, though? Oh, fuck. I picked an upset here. This is gonna be a banger. I actually picked EDG here. That seems absurd, but man, Gen.G look good. That makes me think Apex better than I think. Do I still think it's gonna play out this way? I'm not very confident about it. I am not very confident about this shot. These games tomorrow, though, I feel like the games tomorrow are by far better than the ones today. I thought this game was incredible. Wasn't too excited for the first one, but kind of delivered. Got to see some cool stuff. Man, tomorrow's gonna be fire. I like how we're doing just 2 a day, 2 a day, 2 a day. They're not cramming it. Love that. Love that. Best of 5? Yeah. All right, we got the fucking GOAT. We got the GOAT format actually right now. This is insane. This is literally like the best format possible. Skipping a class to watch Sentinels. I'm gonna fucking get someone to dox you and email your email your professor. Talk shit, I ruin your life. Just literally go way out of my way. Just go way out of my way. Alright. That would be so ridiculous for me to do something like that. Okay. This was a really fun shoot now. Where we go? Dude, today I was late though, cause I mentioned, I don't know if many people are from, let me see, many people are from like Orange County, but trying to make sure I'm not leaking my shit out here. I think we're good. Yeah. Yeah, it's really fucking windy right now, and I'm kind of like in the hills, so last night it was super windy. The girls had trouble sleeping, and yeah, I didn't get much sleep, so I was slightly late today, but I'll be on time tomorrow. The goal is to definitely be live every day by 7:30, catch like the start of the dusk and shit like that, and we'll kind of just ramp into the stream. Today was a little bit weird, but this fucking shit was crazy. Like, when these wins happen in OC, we literally have to like pick everything up from outside because our trash can, bro, this is how bad these wins are. Today was trash day. Our recycling bin ended up a block and a half down the street. Like, bro, it blew down the street and then took a right. Like what? How is that even possible? Like, it's so fucking windy. Like, it's literally going on a trip. Someone had to call us. Shit's just everywhere. Like, I don't know, man. Fucking wild. I'm literally looking at like the swing set outside. There's like panels missing from the top of it. Shit's ridiculous. It's like a tornado hit. You have a neighborhood app? Is it what was that shit called? Next door or something? What is that shit called? Is that what it's called? All the fucking Gen.G Karens are on. Gen.G Karen on Next Door. Where are we going, guys? Where you guys want to go right now? Let's see. I know where to go. Pick them. I'm 1 for 1 right now. The Karen's on next. Where things close to round look. I feel like Gen.G. That last map blew Loud out. The first map, super duper close. The second map, I thought this series wasn't as good, in my opinion, as like the 2-1 would suggest. This map was great. This map kind of a bedge map where Loud just kind of worked the map really well. Gen.G kind of got comp diffed. And then on Ascent, I thought that Gen.G just played so fucking well. Like, look at the gun rounds here. This is insane. They played so well here. But this, I don't think that Quick played the Yoru as well as he played the Phoenix. If I were to, like, be critical, you know? Gotta be critical a little bit. All right. Do I think this win was more of a firepower diff or a tactical diff? I think probably firepower. Because on Icebox, I think Icebox was won by the Duelist and Karen. Like, I think that was a firepower win. So like this was like, I thought this was won via firepower. And then it got to like Breeze. This was like a comp diff map where Strats ended up winning the map for Loud. And then Ascent was like a little bit of both coming out of Gen.G, where they did indeed have the best duelist in the server. And they also had really good solutions. Yeah. So I walked away from today thinking like Gen.G looked really fucking good, guys. Like really fucking good. Like their players are in like championship winning form. And tactically they're running comps that give them a lot of flexibility outside of Breeze. But they could go back to the Breeze comp with a Senti. I don't know. My expectations for them now are that they should definitely be making like top 3 of this event. If I'm being honest, like they look really fucking good across a lot of maps. Their players are all in great form, right? Like that's one thing that I'll always do when I look at like a team and someone asks me like, what are their chances of like winning? I'm like, okay, well, do they have the duelist? Yes. Does this duelist op? That's also a yes. Like he's a great opper. Do they have flexibility when it comes to like other duelists? Yeah, I've seen this guy play Raze. They clearly have a Yoru here. I've seen them play like all that shit. Do I have faith that this initiator will have a performance like this again? Yeah, I have faith that he won't have one like this. Lakia had been playing pretty fucking well. And if I were to take a bet, I would say that this would not happen again. So this would actually be like a plus for them. They won with this happening in my eyes. And they're doing it with like default comps other than, like I said, Breeze. Like this comp, not very default, but they could change it, right? Because they ran a different comp before. But like winning with a comp like this and then winning with a comp like this, it's way better in my eyes than winning with like this. Because winning with this could be anti-shrouded really hard. Whereas this has like a lot of flexibility. It's been tried and like tested over so long that you could do so many different plays. So I think Gen.G is in a really good spot. They're 1-0. So let's see here. They're 1-0. These teams, one of these teams, going to be 1-0. I mean, it could be either one, right? Like, that's a hard team for them to play. One of these teams, where's the other one? Oh, right above them. Derp. One of these teams also going to be 1-0. So there's a likelihood where Gen.G plays KCORP, obviously, but there's also the world where like KCORP plays or Gen.G plays one of these teams. That's a hard match no matter what for Gen.G. They already played one hard match, but like they have to win another one, no matter who the fuck they play. KCORP, Sentinels, Heretics, PRX, or EDG. Doesn't really matter who they get out of the 1-0 draw. That's a fucking hard game. Holy shit. So then they're going to potentially end up in the world where they're in the 1-1 game. But I based on what I saw just now, I have faith that they're going to win another game. I have a good feeling that Gen.G is getting out and making playoffs after what we just saw. I'm not 100% sold on KCORP. I'm not 100% sold on them yet. I know that sounds weird because they got that 2-0, but I thought FPX played them pretty well until the match just like slipped out of their hands a bit. Like this game was in their grasp until Berlin pushed the A door on round 15 with the Odin. And then Icebox, I think without like a few of these throws in here, I think FPX could have stolen Icebox too. So I don't know. I think Gen.G could really make a run here based on what we just saw. It's definitely not absurd to think about. The KCORP versus Gen.G Pred. Oh man, that's a hard one. That's actually a really hard one. KCORP showed that they would fight back against a team that was like hard shooting them to the like. I would want to side KCORP because like they're not running the shit that Loud's running. But man, it'd be a good game. I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's a really good game. If that's the matchup we get, KCORP versus Gen.G, bro, it could go either way. Dude, Ryan, thanks for the raid. I was literally just about to end. God damn it. Thanks for the raid, brother. Hope you had a good stream. I assume you were watching the games too. All right. From Ryan's stream, we all go raid Curry. Because, and this is where Ryan fucked up, because we're all rooting for Sentinels tomorrow. We're all rooting for Sentinels tomorrow. You have no choice. You have no choice. Buy the Sen bundle. Buy the Sen bundle. And by the way, if we lose to the Fortnite guy, don't come home, Sentinels. Don't come home. I'm kidding. Okay.